brave don't go past thorn and ash and snow. Maps are burned, but we don't slow. We fight for tales untold, bound forevermore. Boots hit the ground like war. Shields clash, we beg for more. Hearts like thunder, breath like flame. Call our names, ignite the lore. We're bound forevermore. We're bound forever. No crown, no guide, no peace. Just storm winds off the east. Dragons sleep beneath our feet. We sing through shattered teeth. Bound forevermore. Scars are the map we wore. March till we find the core. Eyes like fire, fists like stone. No way back, no second door. We're bound forevermore. One step, all in, one spark. They were locked up for a reason, but the world ran out of heroes. So now, you roll with what you got, kicking down doors with a holy grin, silver tongues and a dozen sins. Wrong side of justice, right side of fate. No time to ask, we're already late. We ain't your chosen, we ain't your knight, but we shine damn bright when the world ignites. Hey, we roll for trouble, we play to win. Out of the sails and into the spin. We're taking chances, bending fate. The last bad call on heaven's slate. Roll for trouble, that's our cue. You want a miracle? We'll do. Hey, Knight lost his banner but swings just fine. Rogue's got charm and a five-step crime. Druids growling and warlocks curse. Clerics smiling, which is the worst. Call us mad, call us last, but we hit back hard and we hit back fast. We roll for trouble, we play to win. Out of the sails and into the spin. We're taking chances, bending fate. The last bad call on heaven's slate. Roll for trouble, that's our cue. You want a miracle? We'll do. Hey, hey. When the odds look bad, we raise the stakes. When the gods say no, we're the brakes. When the plan goes south, we smile wide. 'Cause no one rides like the ones denied. We roll for trouble, we play to win. Out of the sails and into the spin. We're taking chances, bending fate. The last bad call on heaven's slate. Roll for trouble, that's our cue. You want a miracle? We'll do. Hey. Dungeon born, maybe one or two, but fate don't ask where it found you. Roll for trouble.
Vader? That's weird. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I just was reading that. That's an interesting quote. Welcome, everybody, to our Wednesday session. I have to remember what it is. We're back in Phandalin. with this lovely crew. Coco is she's gonna get some wisdom teeth. Yeah. So, T's and P's out to Coco Bunny slash Phalani. Hope you're just there's cotton in your mouth and hope you're just having a great time. Well, remember you put the cotton while when you get have you ever wisdom teeth bullet? Yeah, it's miserable.
All 5.
Oh, all 5. You had an extra
Yeah,
wisdom.
all 5.
Fantastic.
I did.
Yeah, welcome everybody. We're getting ready. Hey, Dirty. Welcome. Let's see. Oh, Vamp, you're always here. Which Starfall? You're with us, Star. It's good to see you. Hope we can play with Jay soon, but thanks for hanging out with us. Let's see. Okay, so we'll get started off. We're wrapping up most of this week. We had Castles and Crusades on Monday. This is our Wednesday session for this crew. And then Sunday, we're going to be back with DM Pete back down in Saltmarsh, a Greyhawkish implant into our Forgotten Realms thing. We got a lot of Greyhawk buddies, so we're flavoring some of our Forgotten Realms with some Greyhawk dungeons. We've got 988 up continually as our charity. 988 is a suicide awareness, mental health awareness charity. It's an anonymous texting, or you can give them your name or whatever, and they will help you with specialized counseling for whatever you're going through. I'll do my pitch where 988, it's to help save you if you're having a bad day. You're feeling really blue, but you can also use it as you're going down that path. You're not feeling good. You think you're heading down that path, and they'll give you some tools to brighten your days. If you don't have the squanch to hit the button, charity comes from the heart. Use 30 minutes out of your day this week to reach out to a friend, text them, call them, ask them how you're doing. Just check in on somebody. You'll save a lot. So that's good. We'll go around the room real quick, just who you are and who you're playing, and we'll do our shameless plugs throughout the session as our audio goes down. We'll try our best to reach out to raiders and stay with chat as best we can. But we'll go with Skylar. Who are you playing? And well, we know you're Skylar. Nice. Down to Chad Vamp.
Hey all, I'm playing Silas Drizal, the Tiefling Cleric.
Tiefling Cleric. All right, thanks. Everybody's so verbal today. This is fantastic. Jeremy, how about you?
Hang on. Cervantes snuck in a blessing, I think.
Did he?
He said he got thrice blessed last.
I thought he was twice blessed.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't buy it. I'm playing Ignatius. Underbow.
The foul murderer.
Rogue warlock. And
East.
And Brent.
Man of mystery. Sorry.
That's all right. I am playing Brodergander, aka Brody Sanderson, and I am a Drow Elf Warlock.
All right. Well, let's get started. Let's mess around in Phandalin. I like doing the recaps or whatever because it kind of puts you guys on the path. So what had happened was last session you had followed the trails of the archaeologist. What was his name? What was the name? Umberto, right? And he's a gnome, and his small retinue involved a harper named Leosin. They had traveled down the Neverwinter River, where you kind of followed them as they were trying to explore to find a place called the Shrine of Savras. You found the Shrine of Savras very overtaken by a ragtag group of many arrows. We'll call them the Several Arrows tribe, right? They're kind of a many arrows is, they're doing their thing up north and kind of benevolent now, right? In the story of Forgotten Realms in the 1480s. They've got a goodly king and they're going through it. R.A. Salvatore owns that. Read those books. Down here, where the Many Arrows tribe were baddies, the Several Arrows tribe were kind of whooped on by you guys at the Shrine of Savras. There was a bit of whooping back too. You took the Shrine of Savras and you found a anchorite of Talos, formerly anchorite of Talos, who also changed cloaks. It looks like they found a new cult to be in as they take their life in a ritual and become a shadow, and they go through the walls. Behind the altar of the Shrine of Savras, you found a bound, gagged, and blindfolded wood elf named Leosin, who in our world we call Liam Neeson because we're goofballs. So Leosin, yeah, cousin Nick, huzzah! We miss you, Archbishop of Waterdeep. So, and let me know if my voice projects too much and my camera cuts out. Someone just do this symbol, and I'll recap it. Give me the blade, not the chalice. Anyways, that's a lot of Dan Brown. Anyways, so it's the author. So you begin to interrogate and then find out that this individual is a Harper, which is basically the goodly intelligence agency of the Forgotten Realms and the Lord's Alliance. They're a intricate group of information passers and the knowers of things, and they keep the balance in the world through their information. Sometimes they send their agents out to do cool things. Read Forgotten Realms books. They're fantastic. So you found out the Leosin through our campaigns of about 5-6 years of running this thing. Leosin's been around for out like he's pretty strong now. He's a pretty strong guy. He's a pretty strong guy.
No, you were cutting out for me. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
You cut out a lot in that last 2 sentences.
Oh, so Leosin is he's a Harper. He's been with our campaigns for 3 campaigns now. He passes off a lot of information about Neverwinter itself and the crisis going on in Neverwinter. That's for your guys' knowledge to see what you have done with that. He tells you should probably go back to Phandalin to go meet up with Sheriff Cara Dune, who should be back from patrol soon. You guys take that information, a few items, a very expensive bell, and you head down the high road to back to Phandalin, and you arrive there. Things are kind of hectic as a bunch of people are sitting around the job board. If you ever played any Phandalin campaigns, but everybody's sitting there, freshly tacked on through a steel nail is, a decree that says that Noynek and the Revengers tried to assassinate Lord Neverember and the Dreadlord, and the Dreadlord now, and he's got a name. This Dreadlord lives up in Neverwinter now, also known as now Everwinter. And it looks like these 4 knights came into town, a whomping and a stomping, and you guys decided to just blast them, which is great.
Actually, I think it's just I wanted to go inside the saloon or the building, and he did not want me to do that.
Yeah, there's something to unpack that. You were not taking the exact directions. These are not like, they're clearly being good guys, but if you don't follow exactly what they say, they might want to kill you. So there's something to unpack there, right? They're, like maybe they're not as good as they're saying they are. So they pass away, and they fall, but they seem like they had some sort of affliction. There were some other things that kind of happened along the way. This storm hits, right? And with it brings a shadow dragon who had a decent monologue for you guys. And then departs. And then the sun comes out a little bit more. Ignatius had some run-ins with potentially a hag. He finds out his patron. He starts getting some more context to his, to his patron. Silith and Brent, Silith and Brody, Sister Gariel kind of comes to them, and at the end, he wants a little bit of information about what you guys are doing and potentially a do you want to join the Harpers? Also in that ending, Sir Cervantes becomes a Cheval of the Order of the Gauntlet. So he kind of loosely becomes knighted. I think Sir Cervantes is more down a little bit deeper, right? But you are now in the Order of the Gauntlet, which is kind of, you know what I mean? In your mind, yeah. Yeah. But one before he departed, he's like, "Hey, man, path of if you think you're a paladin, have you tried? I recommend you go pray to Tyr here, right? Like, you might want to give it a shot, see what happens, but you need to go. Here's becoming a paladin. Step one, open your heart to Tyr or whatever. That's my that's my. But as you guys enter, as the Star Wars credits pass up the screen and they leave, you know what I mean? You find yourself in the town. Ignatius, you are stepping back, still stealth as you come out of the crowd of the Drunken Duck. There's still people in there fawning over Ginny, Brent, and Brody and Simon come out of the Drunken Duck with you, Silith, because she's looking for Uncle Iggy, Papa Iggy. There's these words used, and you're coming out of that very. If you see the steeple there on Twitch, you're being led there by not Darren. Yeah, Darren, right? The Order of the Gauntlet guy. To bring you down into the town, you are hearing swirling papers because the wind hasn't quite stopped yet, as this mini maelstrom that seemed focused on Phandalin itself is dying down. There's about an inch or so of like that wet snow from a blizzard, but like the heat of the summer is coming down, right? But there's still a chill in the air. It is this odd sensation of this warming up as this blizzard kind of blows through. The wind still bringing in the corn smells of the manure smells of the farms that are nearby, the rich Phandalin, farm town smells. Your skin's going from numb to that chilling. It's warming up. There's mothers and fathers clutching kids and going off. There are those onlooker do-gooders that are now kind of getting back and picking up papers and trying to find this parchment that was tacked up there. Rubble, rubble, rubble. As they're kind of walking around, people are collecting a little bit. And as you look up collectively, you see this shadow as the wind and the dark cloud dissipates around Phandalin. You see this winged creature, a B-52 just leaving, getting smaller and smaller up the Sword Mountains. And I'll tell you, when you look at the Sword Mountains from where you're at, there are some low rolling hills, but the Sword Mountains take off into the sky. They're very, if you've been, into the Arizona or whatever, where like you're looking south, see the Rockies there. The Rockies just come up, right? They come up out of the ground. There's not a lot of mountains that lead into them that much, but the Sword Mountains just come up straight, 4,000-foot peaks, and as you see this creature go into the mountains, you see it just darting towards something, and it goes, there's several peaks, right? You see it disappear, come up, do a spin, and then disappear again, which clearly alludes to you that it found whatever roost it was going to. Looking at the mountains as the weather kind of dissipates quickly, as the 90-degree heat overpowers whatever magic just entered this town, right? The natural Faerun magic of the weather, right? Of Mother Nature just taking over. The the Sword Mountains, where this creature went, has this isolated storm with it. I'm like maybe a 5 mile dark cloud. It's kind of bellowing, looking like an Independence Day saucer, right? Just sitting there in this localized spot. And the mountains themselves, from that, are kind of caked with snow, right? Like they're peaked and caked with snow almost immediately. So you're looking up, there's snow and this shadow. Instantly, you know that shadow lives there and cold, right? The bodies of these legionnaire looking soldiers, that's how they're armored. Think of like Roman soldiers with blue smocks, not red. Okay, so their color is red, and they're being lined up and laying there. In your investigations or whatever happened. I'll tell you, you look off to your right, you see Ding Dong Johnson or Don John Raskins, Skylar, Don John Raskins talking to Jamna about something. Gets me every time. Talking to Jamna, and you see Halia aren't paying attention to any of this stuff. They're just gleaming over 2 new wagons that have arrived to Minex. It's more of a corporate looking how would I say this? Mining store, adventuring store, but it's very corporate. Since you guys have been gone, a new painted X. It's Mine X, like right next to it. You know what I mean? Like a newly painted X in the store. Yeah, it's Mine X. And it's just the X is a little bit bigger than mine. You know what I mean? Like it's just but it's just
What the? I'm sorry, are we speaking English anymore? What is Minex?
Minex. Minex is the name of the store that Halia and the Zentarum work in. It was a disheveled store, but over the past 5-6 days, it is being upgraded and looking a lot nicer.
Okay.
The white wheel.
Is this the same organization that got that wagon from
That cart. I wonder where they got those fresh supplies.
That first cart? Yeah.
There you guys go. Yep. So there you go.
What are you saying?
In my final thing, holding the reins of an axe beak, breastplate, black hair shaved on one side, long black braids on the other, great sword, across her back, she puts in, her face is covered in this black paint. There's a little bit of sweat you can see, just kind of dripping the black paint, as if you notice there's a black pouch off to her side where her black hand is sitting there, where she must instinctively, wipe this black paint on her face. Stands there, and she's looking upon you guys, and I'll hand it over to you, but you get the sense that her posture is she's about to walk up to you guys. But there we go. I've set the scene for about probably way too long. Have at it. Have at Phandalin. You guys have the riches, level 4. You're back in your save spot, your hard save.
At the shrine that we were just at, we had a vision of that dragon, I believe. Well, all of us that touched the shrine and had the vision, we told you about the vision. I don't know if any of the rest of you wanted to have that in your brain, but okay, sir. But for those of us that did touch the shrine, we did have that vision that we were a dragon, shifting towards a lone tower with hooded men, darkness, and leaning in and breathing. And so a lot of the things that just happened seemed very familiar, except for the whole Russian doll dragon thing where the one popped out of the other. I didn't like that much. I hope that when we come upon him again, and we are powerful enough, he will remember that even though he unleashed that unholy energy upon us for no reason, we did nothing. I hit him back with some fire. I hope he remembers that when we slay him, when we fill him full of turnips.
wait. So that shrine that we were at. And now I didn't touch it, so I didn't have this vision. But that shrine we were at, wait, that was supposed to be a holy shrine, correct? Oh, okay.
It was
Well, then-
something because there were several visions that washed over me, and I think we've had several visions throughout all of this, different, at least I have, of all sorts of creatures, a lot of dragon stuff. I feel that doom is coming, and we're being set up.
Brody
Maybe
and
fight
Silas,
this.
make a religion check. You can as well, Cervantes.
I just want to be clear. I'm not there because I'm disguised as like,
Yep,
right?
A different child.
you're hidden.
A different child. Yeah,
A
exactly.
different
11.
Okay. You are firmly convinced, Cervantes, that was the most unholy altar based on this conversation and them saying, yeah, this thing, it looked desecrated or whatever, that it was the most unholy. Even the symbol of Savras, which is an eye, that's probably an evil symbol because you correlate it with the eye in the hand. You're like, yep, I see that eye. Eyes are all evil now. Brody, what'd you get?
11.
What'd you get, Silas?
16.
Okay.
Eyes
As-
are evil.
You're like, so Brody, you get the sense that when Cervantes, may or may not be like, yeah, that was super evil altar. You notice that the altar was pretty clean still.
Okay.
You're like, in Silith, as you guys kind of work this together, you realize that eye, no matter how hard they were trying to desecrate it, did not become desecrated. In your feeling, that message was sent to you from a desperate, a goodly God saying, like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, this is, you know what I mean? Like, look at this thing. This is, you know what I mean? Like, this is your problem.
I mean, you say it was desecrated, but I'm not sure that it was. Uh-oh. Was I disconnected?
You're right there, Brent. We see you. Oh, my favorite thing is when people think that their stuff is shut down and they're not. Keep your
I
shirt
hope those
on.
assholes can't see me.
Worst dungeon master ever. Oh, our cameras are gonna bonk.
Look what you did. You spoke the words.
I think let's give him his 5 minutes and just stay wonky like this. Is everybody out there in the world okay for a podcast?
Yeah,
oh, okay,
it's fine. It's fine.
No, and I'm sorry if I led you a different way. The Eye of Savras was like clean.
I think we even saw broken things around it and scratches around it, but they were not able to do anything.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Here's now. Keep going. Also, yep. So you're there. You're there. There was one paladin's crest that was destroyed, a female, and one paladin's crest that was taken, which led you to believe, you know what I mean, and led you go ahead and this is fine because you crushed it. Led you to believe that they were there on a singular purpose, despite being orcs. They were there because you guys already kind of figured this out. Not hearing who. Oh, hey Skylar, I think your mic's off, man, buddy. Three for three.
It was fine. It was fine for me.
Yeah,
And on Twitch, brother.
it happens. It happens.
That's okay. But yeah, so all I hear is Tim. I think everybody's on. Can you hear everybody?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Brody.
You got everybody, Raz? Okay. We'll sort it out when we get there. Yeah, so basically, yeah, what I just told you. Yep, Raz is good. So thanks, Raz. Appreciate that, by the way. That's being a good trooper, letting us know. Thank you very much. Just for that, I'm going to invent an NPC. Raz in this thing. You have entered the Forgotten Realms. Yeah, it's basically what I just told you.
Okay, but the shrine itself straight up had the eye thing, and there was nothing else that looked like it was any other type of crest.
So Shrine had a crest on it, which was a symbol of Sabras.
Okay,
People were trying to desecrate that. Didn't
Gotcha.
happen. Then the two tombs
completely
had
different.
a symbol. Yep.
Okay, I thought they were similar. The shrine had a symbol that was desecrated that was similar to the one that was down below. That's what I thought, but they're different symbols. Got it.
I totally understand. Trying to start a campaign and add the threat, Jeremy asked, because we're all doing it right now, is that it's just overload of information without making it like the most vanilla campaign possible. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're doing great.
Well, no, and I was trying to fit it in with my dream too. So
Yep.
yeah.
Ooh, thanks for reminding me. Okay. Someone's
Well-
getting a dream in this.
Well, if we're talking to Kara, I'm just going to. I'm still over emoting about the fact that I've just become a Sir Cervantes or
Yeah. Here's the deal with Kara as you kind of come up, right? And you're walking up, you're with is it Darren?
yeah, it was with Darren.
John Raskins, Halia. Yeah. Why do I never have Darren's name? Yeah, Darren Edermath. She kind of turns to see Darren as one of the leaders and a paladin, but you know, this, I would say she's likened to anybody see Arcane, the woman with a big fist, right? She's like, very muscle, you know what I mean, tall, well-kempt braid or whatever. The comeliness is through the roof, right? Based on just, you know what I mean, like yeah, you could see with the painted face and stuff like that, you can still tell as strong and powerful as there's natural beauty on with this. And she looks over to all to you, Cervantes, nods, and she's just like, your heroism is so welcome in Phandalin, to all of you. You've saved the town, and she sheathes this sword. I don't ever know how you actually sheathe a great sword onto your back, but it's flawless. Anyway, she does that, and she's just like, how can I be of service? And she takes the axe beak, hands it off to Gehenna, the old man that is like their one Texas Army, the Texas National Guard Army guy, grabs it, and he walks over. he walks in and ties it off.
I'm gonna look to these guys with the dragon. I don't. I'm still flabbergasted.
So did the dragon bring the storm, or did those false knights bring the storm?
I was in the Neverwinter Wood. moving south, investigating dragon activity, which happened to be a green dragon, not whatever this thing was. I was on the trail of probably a polymorphed woman, and once I saw her, she departed into the skies. A very large green dragon was probably sniffing out the Neverwinter Woods. But as I departed the Neverwinter Woods to move south to Phandalin proper, I saw this storm blow in. Now there is another storm coming from the north slowly, but this one, it's like it almost like it detached and moved to Phandalin itself. I watched it hit. It just didn't look right. I started seeing this shape swirling the town. Is when I came in on my steed to to find you guys all here. I'm sorry, Xylith and I weren't able to get as many swings in as you guys. These soldiers, those are Neverwinter soldiers. And she kind of looks down. She's like, "How were they killed by the dragon?"
No,
No,
we took care of them.
they attacked us and just they made a big proclamation, and I mean I have it written down, but it was a pretty it was it seemed good, but it was not.
I just pull the paper off and hand it to her, so you don't have to. Something about Noynek and the Revengers.
Yeah, she reads it. She's just like, I ran into Leosin in my travels, and he was telling me that there were troubles in Neverwinter. He was escorting some highfalutin, wealthy woman from Neverwinter for some reason, she mentioned that she had to leave Neverwinter and she was going to buy some property here in Phandalin or ride out the storm. I didn't get much out of it, but Leosin being with her was interesting. Leosin said that he was traveling with this other gnome, trying to link up with him, but I never saw the gnome.
The gnome got snatched up. I believe.
She's like, she reads this thing and she's like, I know that Indrina was heading where that dragon just went. But
that's not good.
In terms of my authority, I think I need to go to Thornhold and speak with Neverember. But if you all could, and if you feel it in your heart, do you think you can go check on Indrina? At least bring her back.
I mean, she was following Umberto, right?
Indrina went, and she'll be like, I passed her off to Halia. Halia's starting a realty company for caves that have fallen out of use, and because Sildar doesn't live in the tower anymore, she mentioned some clause, finders, keepers, something that she was going to send one of her agents, Baru, to take Indrina with one of Halia's scouts to the tower to potentially purchase it. Halia probably knows more, and she looks over and she just gives this look at Minex, and like, oh, Minex is doing well. And she's like, that's a problem for another day, she says. But lesser of two evils, she says. She smiles. Maybe Minex's security agents will help provide some security for the townsfolk here for trade. But anyways, that's where Indrina was last. She came down, looking for property, and Minex is trying to lay claim to it. I'm not sure. I don't speak law. I mean, I am the sheriff here, but I don't speak that level of law.
Something interesting about these soldiers that came in. they seemed, and I know this sounds weird, they seemed almost dead inside. Like they were blank. There was no reaction. There was no real life. It was just they were on a very strict task, and we apparently broke that, whatever it is that they were looking for, and but there was something very strange to them, and I'm wondering if we shouldn't burn these bodies.
She looks to Halia, who kind of walks next to you all and smiles, very, also very striking figure, but, different, in terms of a cleric Harper. She's got her, brunette, hair, her green, thin robes and a symbol of Timora on her waist. Her a rope, a rainbow looking rope tied like an acolyte around her waist. And don't think that any religion will get too fussy about, burning bodies. We can arrange that. And she looks at Cervantes. She's like, I think that's wise too. There's something, and she just kind of stares at them a little bit, and she's like, there's something off about them still.
Even being dead, would I be able to detect evil from them if they were?
You can detect evil if you like.
I will cast Detect Evil.
When you cast Detect Evil, which you guys have been up for a long time, you've been in a lot of fights, spell slots are going, HP is going, you know what I mean? And you're still, and you cast Detect Evil. You see, almost think of it like a Dune force field, right? The slow blade penetrates the book. I don't have it anyways, but you see a reverberation of shadow around the four of them. Inspiration to you and Cervantes for unpacking these, you know what I mean, the shadow, and it traps. So party inspiration for that one. You guys are doing, as a collectively a fantastic job of sorting this out. Halia goes, if we would have just let this...
I'll describe that too, exactly what I see.
Go for it.
The shadows in the body, and something's not right, a presence that shouldn't be there that definitely took the life out of their eyes.
Yep. You step back. Halia wants to do it as well, right? And she's just like, and she corroborates it. She sits there and looks this. She does an assessment, and she's like, I think if you let these bodies rest after being taken by a shadow, I think within a few hours, they arise as a shadow and move to another husk.
We've seen that. Yeah, we've seen that.
She's like, I have too. I was there at the, you know what I mean? Like, I was at the, with Ginny.
Yeah.
And she looks around.
Don't quote the magic to me, witch. I was there.
Did Ignatius just say this? Did you just appear?
No.
She says, like, Ignatius, and I don't know where he is. We need to find him. See if he's okay. Do you guys know where your friend is?
I don't know.
And don't forget to collect your reward. And you wouldn't do this, but she pokes Cara Dune in the chest. She's got this badge that looks like a 5-starred fort. You know what I mean? And it's bronze in color. And it's got a silver dragon in the middle. And she pokes at this badge that Cara Dune wears proudly. The only a sheriff and deputy of Phandalin. She pokes this thing. Don't forget, they get to claim their reward. And I believe our de facto mayor, Harbin, came into some money. And she points at Minex.
So during the last few minutes, I used my awakened mind feature. Kind of during while this was always going on, I used my awakened mind feature, and I connected with Iggy, and I said, "Hey, you're are you pretending to be that little kid?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So that's a yes.
I'm pretty sure that's you. So just listen. I'm not going to say anything, and so this is all like in our heads, and I'm not
We're
going to
like
say
this?
anything. Yeah, no, not quite, but we are like looking. I wanted to talk to you. We haven't really talked about what the hell I'm going to do with this bell. It's got. I can't put anything else in the bag of holding while it's in there. It's taking up the entire space. So I can't help but
Are
I
you asking me
noticed.
to fence it?
Uh, Listen,
I would love to do that.
I saw
How's on the bell?
something that this you have this sort of something going on with the folks over at Minex, and I think maybe this bell is worth 2,000 gold. I think maybe we can trade them.
The kid that you suspect is probably walking towards my next now.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. So, yeah. So see if they'll trade us the gold for this bell, or maybe they'll just hold it for us until we can find some other place for it.
No, I think we should totally unload it.
I agree, because we can't. If anybody else in the party tries to get me to store anything in the bag of holding, it's going to pop out, and we're gonna have trouble. And not now if we want to share, that we got this with them, we can do
No.
that too.
Why
But
would we do that?
well, I'm just throwing that out there as an option.
You are a criminal.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
Well, you guys aren't having this kind.
No,
this
no.
is Skylar and
This
Brent
is-
talking right now. Yeah.
I'm only criminal adjacent.
I'm
Well,
criminal. Yeah, you criminal. But
I mean, you're a murderer, but like, I mean, you're not always a criminal.
you've admitted that you've committed 80 murders.
And as far as I know, he's likely telling the truth, but I want to give him the benefit of the doubt that there was
Yeah,
good
yeah, yeah, yeah.
reason.
Yeah. I mean, at least
Okay.
it's not 81. It's not 81. I mean, like, that's my tipper. That's my
Try
tipper.
not to let them come over to my next while I'm working it.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
so
I think they're busy with something going on here anyway. They really are. They're
I'll pick up
intent
the
on
pace.
figuring out
I'll pick up the
mystery.
pace.
All right.
Does Ignatius have the bag of holding?
No, I have it.
Okay. But you're going to go make the offer or whatever, correct?
Yeah.
Ignatius? Okay. So
Yeah.
you move over there. My next
They owe
has
me
got
anyways.
some-
I think I get a reward from these people. I'm pretty sure I got their wagon to them.
Take care of you, baby. You take care. So you see two men in dark robes and studded leather, looking definitely like merchants, right? With, one's got a scimitar, one's got a rapier. They at least have 3 daggers on their very merchant-looking uniforms. Are carrying in crates from another wagon behind the emptied now Minex wagon, right? So times are booming for old Minex. And I like this arc because the worse you do, the more unbalanced Phandalin gets. Because there's another store called Barthen's Provisions that is now starting to like, if this was Age of Empires, like this store is going out. Anyway, so
Walmart's in town. Okay.
exactly.
Goodbye, little shops.
The whole last campaign was to wipe out Minex's powers, and then this campaign's like bringing them right back. So, anyways, Halia, you can't really see because she's barking kind of orders to 2, maybe even 3 now. Full up. You know that these are Zentar. Bringing in crates of stuff, and these are heavy crates. Don John Raskin's sitting there and he's just talking to, you start overhearing, Don John Raskin speaking to Jamna, like, "Are you sure?" And he looks at Minex and he's like, I just feel like you're better than this. Golly, but hey, you gotta go where your heart takes you. And old Phandalin's always gonna be here for you. And if you need old Don John Raskin to take you around town someday, or help you with open up one of these mines, I'll be happy to. And he kind of walks off. He's got this voice, but he's 30, 40 years old, and he tips a straw hat to her, and whacks her on the side. Dust goes everywhere. Puts a piece of Timothy in his mouth, and Jamna looks at you, Ignatius, as you start moving up, and just kind of like,
I'm gonna walk. Make sure I'm walking right into the shop so that those on the street can't see.
Yeah,
me.
she's like, we're closed currently, young man. She says, "How can I help you?" For your passive perception, Jamna is the number 2 of this situation, and she's, you know what I mean? Like, she's no Squire Zentara.
I'm gonna be like, I'm here to collect the reward.
in your
you owe
voice?
me.
In
Yeah.
your voice? And she looks at you and goes, "That is impressive." As she looks straight through it and sees you now, right? Like, now she sees it. And she almost steps to the side to not allow your cover to be blown. Right? Like, she might be a gnome, but she kind of just steps to help you keep your cover. And she's like,
Okay.
Are you all right? And she kind of looks around to
I'm
see if you
fine.
need any help.
What's with the lackeys? If I can make a suggestion, if you're trying to stay low, you don't hire men in black armor with curved blades. That screams evil.
You're gonna have to take that up with Halia. My time.
Black
is
armor,
time.
scimitars. Come on.
Yeah, you see her, with it kind of concealed. She's like, "That's Halia's style. She likes to make sure she controls the deal."
Okay, well, I need to see her.
Well, I wanna. She just kind of looks back at you and she goes, "If you know what?" She's like, "You're pretty crafty, Zentarum. You're coming up pretty well.
Am I a
If you find
Zentarum?
yourself in a bad way with this agency, I'm heading to Thornhold on some other business. Look me up."
Okay.
And she kind of steps back. There's a little bit of conflict in her. But she walks off. She's like, "Yeah, Halia has. I've seen it already. Halia has your dagger." But
Is she inside?
just looks at you and she goes, "Well done, I guess." And she just kind
I
of,
guess. Bitch,
Yeah.
please.
oh, didn't she? Yeah, she's like, "It's too early in the session for a PvP right now." But she gives
is
you
it?
Is it?
yeah.
What time is it? It's time for lunch.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you're young," and she kind of walks off.
I'm gonna go into the store then.
Okay. Yep. She nods to one of the to the Zentarum box, and you go by them, and Halia just looks down at you. Roll your stealth real quick. I just want to
your
see.
guard dogs suck.
She's like, "Well, as one of my new guard dogs, you can provide suggestions if you wish. Welcome back." And just beaming, she's like, "We are doing fantastic." She walks behind the counter, and you hear this like 1980s butcher knife scrape across the table. This. Yeah, she bears this. It's freshly dripping bone knife of, it looks like, once again, I'm gonna use a Dune reference. It looks like, like one of those kiss knives, whatever they're called. And she's just like, this is a great symbol of success for one of ours. And she looks at the other guards and she's like, and they sit there and look at you and nod in an affirmation that you currently outrank them in this situation, and she hands you a dagger of venom. So
I take that.
Add our first magical item to, I think, I'm being stingy this round, aren't I?
I'm going to be doing some like fancy knife moves with it, I think, to see if it counts. Okay. And then I'm going to put it like,
yeah, I want to, because I think you're trying to impress her. You know what I mean?
What do you want? What do you want?
I want a performance
Persuasion?
check.
Performance?
Yeah.
Not as good at that. 21.
Yeah.
Hey.
You get the sense of she's just like, she has to take a step back to keep it professional.
I'm sexy with a knife. I get it. But I look like a child, so don't do anything. And then I slide it under my clothes.
Immediately, yeah. Yeah, from just boop, just like immediately. Those guys are like, oh, ew. And they go and they...
I'm glad you're doing really well here, because I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
My friend and I acquired a gold bell.
Gold bell.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything you can do with it, but it weighs a shitload, and it is gold. Solid gold.
Magical bell. She's just like...
I don't know that it's magic.
It's worth it. And
I was thinking I was thinking if you shell out like 3,000 gold for me, I can make this bell yours.
500 pounds, and it is
okay.
solid.
Make a perception check.
Well, I'm on fire tonight. Dirty 20.
Yeah, you looking around and you see those little gem looking things, you know what I mean? And she's got various tools. She's like, 3,000.
It's a big bell. Bigger than me.
Okay, bring it in and we'll take a look at it. You've become very valuable to me.
It's a lot of gold.
I don't know this bell. You know what I mean? And you know, so I've got to see the bell.
Okay. I'll come back with the bell.
Make sure your friends buy from us and we'll see what we can do. And she looks around and they're decent armory going on in there.
I'll talk to them, but listen, these guys in the black armor and the curved blades, that's going to keep people like I don't want, what do I call them? It's going to keep them away. They're really good. Cervantes, the Quattro Blessed, believes that he is God gifts to paladins. And the Cleric of Tamora, I actually like, but I don't think he's like into all this dark and heavy shit.
You seem to be into it. I'm sure you can convince him.
And Phandalin, she fucking hates me. So she's not coming here.
Well, she's off with that ranger.
And
we've got some information for that too. But
what do you mean?
Information in this organization, it has a cost. Yeah. She's heading off to that.
I got you a bell and I got you the cart.
I don't have a bell.
I'm getting you the bell. Just wait here.
See the bell, and let's work through this.
All right, keep your pants on. I'll be right back with the bell.
Keep your pants on.
I walk by like
her uniform changed as well. She was wearing a long dress, but now it's like a show the quads. You know what I mean? Like leather skirt with high, horse boots, right? That clearly have some stuff down in the horse boot area. Various jarlaxle accoutrements in there. And then her corset and stuff like that have changed. Like she has bought some things with some of this new wealth. But she's like, yeah, please return.
Absolutely.
We'll assess the bell. And she's like, if you can sell it here, and I think I can gain a profit on it. That's what's important to this organization.
I don't know that you're going to be able to sell the bell as a bell.
Oh,
but it's a lot of gold.
Bell down.
Maybe.
That's brilliant. And then we could upvalue the gold here. Give me this bell. And
I have an idea, right? I'm going to show you why you hire halflings and not gnomes. And then I walk out the door.
You hear her mumble as you walk out. I got to get his name to Nightshade.
Oh, shit. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But yes, you walk out.
Before I walk out, I'm going to change shapes again because I can do this at will, apparently. So I'm going to turn into like an elven maiden.
Yep.
That'll do.
An elven maiden.
Yeah.
You're
not noble. I'm not pulling that up.
Yeah, but an elf is. Can you upscale by that height?
I think I can. I think I can upscale a bit. Hold on a second. I'll double check that. You can go to someone else while I do it.
Yeah. But as you walk out, a human with a merchant's kind of hat, kind of floppy to the side, a fluffy animal collar, and a velvety but worn, dirty, there's a button off coat, kind of walks in like he used to be wealthy. Beard not very well kempt, comes in. She's like, Tobler, and puts into his hand some cash, some coins, and she's like, that should get your votes. I think we're back in business. And he's just like, and then you just start hearing them like joyously mumble and stuff like that about Phandalin things, and then boop, you're
okay. I can't do an elf. I can only do a foot, so I'm just going to go. I'll be a dwarf maiden. A really top-heavy dwarf maiden, and then I walk out.
Yeah. Men, we don't know what we did. So yeah, we actually do know what we did. So you come out a buxom dwarf female, full beard, and
very thick.
Jeez, oh Pete. And Jama's gone. You do see this kind of coming into the voices of Cara Dune saying, and Halia discussing, we need to burn these bodies, and do
I still have the mind link with
with
Brody?
It lasts for 4 minutes, and I'll reconnect it every time.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
keep
Okay.
reconnected.
Whatever you guys like.
I'll give him some kind of hand signal that it's me.
Okay. Totally canceled. Space luge. Totally canceled. Yeah, Brody, you see
totally
a
clipped.
woman do that, and you're like, that
was where that symbol was like, we're in the same circle together. That's what I meant. The circle, and we're in it together.
Do a perception check with advantage on that one, Brody. Hole in one. Steak dinner, Rasco. Yep.
Let's see, it's 10 and 12 equals perception 15.
Yeah, instantly you get the kind of icky vibe that Ignatius is this dwarf, but you're becoming aware of how he disguises himself.
Okay.
Is what I'll say.
All right,
For
I'm gonna
the rest of the day, you will have advantage on him changing.
All right, and I'm gonna do the mind link back with him. And I'm gonna say, so you're a dwarf now, a dwarf female with Big,
This might be my type. I'm just saying.
Very.
I'm
Well-
gonna just. Can I pickpocket the bag off of you? Like, could I
yeah,
just?
sure. I'll
Okay.
it's like on the right side underneath my cloak, and I'm gonna kind of I'll leave a gap there for you.
Okay.
Roll a sleight of hand, and roll against it with your perceptions, Cervantes and Silith, because
He should get advantage because I'm making it easy. I'm not gonna fight against it.
yeah, nah,
Oh no.
because it's
nah. Well, I rolled a 21.
oh geez,
10.
Silith, what'd you get?
I got another 16.
Yep. So you got it. You got the bag of holding. You got the bell. You know, you got a bag, and doesn't seem heavy at all. You want to take anything else from him? That's a
Nope.
21.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna push it.
Jeremy, I have to ask, how big is your beard?
I think it's very like short. It's very well groomed and short.
Fair.
It might not even be a full beard, just like mutton chops type thing.
And the
right?
reason why you don't know Cervantes is there's a lot of energy like around you guys talking, being like, "Did you guys see that dragon? It knocked
Oh,
over
yeah,
my
yeah,
son."
yeah.
And they're just coming up with, they're just, "I need to speak to Toblin. Who's in charge? Because tired of this town." And the rubble kind of happen as the mayor begins to, "Sparkles, Mandy, what's up? Thanks for showing up, pal." So Halia just says we should. Right, Halia. Late sister Gariel is. We're back with Silith, right? Looks at you guys and like, yeah, that's a good idea. I think we should burn these bodies ASAP. And kind of gives the, how am I burning this? I've got a sacred flame. You gotta, you know what I mean? Like burning hands.
I've got a
I still
torch.
feel like I still feel like they had families, and if they enter this town, we at least did some justice to them. Let's take them, you know what I mean, to the field.
Absolutely. I'm not saying we just desecrate them. I'm just saying we need to do something.
We're on
with
a
these bodies.
timeline.
Yes.
Yeah, we're on a
Yep.
timeline. We got to go.
Okay, so you guys move, and some helpful onlookers. She makes a prayer to the fortunes of Timora. Darren also pitches in a justice is served, and you hear a little bit of that. Some of the words that he says, Cervantes. Do you care about what Darren is saying in terms of this blessing that he's giving?
Do I care what he is saying? No, I would probably say my own words too, and they would just be.
Oh yeah. Just turn up stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
be
Okay.
absurd. He is going to try to sound as good as Darren, but it's not going to be.
Yeah.
But it's going to be
okay.
amazing.
Yep. Are you taking any part of this ceremony? Anybody else want to pitch in on this or anything like that? Or I steal your agency? You don't have to. I'm just giving you an option.
I don't
May
have
their
anything.
luck change in their next life.
Oh yeah, you don't have to say a thing. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
do you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
I would.
If you've done so
Yeah.
much RP that you just want to say, like, I said some words. You know what I mean? Like, fantastic. That works too. Hey, we got a James Stacks Judgy Dungeon Mechanics up in
What?
this. Shout out to Dungeon Mechanics. Can you do that for me?
Hell yeah. I can do
Oh,
that.
did we do a shout out to Sparkles Mandy as well? Yeah. I'll remember to do one of the others, but we'll get you Sparkles.
I'll get Sparkles now, and I'll wait 2 minutes for Judgy.
Okay. So, Brody, you're there. Silith, you're there. Halia kind of looks to you guys, and at the end of this, it's just like, I truly feel that I have a message for you, the two of you, if you're willing. If you don't mind, sometime this evening, and maybe even before you rest, please come to the White Wheel, and I have a question of you, if you don't mind.
A message from
Sure.
a fair maiden, by all means.
Well, so Cervantes, I think Darren has something for you. And, Darren kind of looks at you and he's like, when someone grabs you by the elbow and trying to kind of walk you on the side,
Yes.
Cervantes, I think you mean very well. I think some of the words that you're putting out into the universe are speaking to a higher calling. And I would say if you do pray to Tyr, which you've, I think, mentioned a few times, you'll find that quieting some of the words and speaking the words that are given to you by Tyr could bring power to your sword, justice to the world, aid to the weak. But I recommend if you want to go down this path, you can continue down the Order of the Gauntlet as the greatest fighter the Order of the Gauntlet has ever had. We could use paladins, of course. If your path is to say blessed, is to appear to smite and do these things, I can tell you that that's possible. Any points, you know what I mean? Like through your meditations with Tyr. And he gives you a quick, like, and I'm just gonna say anecdotal, you know what I mean? Like prayer to Tyr. And he's like, and you take that to the altar based on the oath that we gave you. You may, you know what I mean? Like, you may feel something.
And by the power of Tyr, may we bring glory to the rest of our friends.
Well, that's good. He kind of smiles. That being said, before you get too far in your path, please return yourself to Helm's Hold, to the north of here. It's a few miles south of Neverwinter. A lot of the Order of the Gauntlet that have recently left Neverwinter are held there. The last bastion of monks and clerics of the Order of Helm. Paladins of Tyr from Sir Lan have assembled there. Very few survivors, from what I'm hearing, of El Terrell just disappearing. I believe that we're in very dark times. Storm giants have ravaged the north. Tiamat has destroyed most of the armies that were left in this world. Small adventuring crews like yourself, with a goodly knight guiding them and keeping them on the right path, are important. So please, let the Order of the Gauntlet and your oath be your guide. But I need to leave now. You now lead the Order of the Gauntlet and its message in this area. And he just puts his hand, gauntlet is, this chainmail glove on your gives it a squeeze and allows you to.
I stand up straight and I put my hand on my chest. I say, I swear by the sacred code, the memory of Sir Timothy, and the mystery third sock in every laundry pile, I shall honor this order with valor, absurdity, and at least one selfless act per moon cycle.
He just smiles, with the cringe emoji, and he's like, you are on the path. You know what I mean? Like, you keep up that energy. You'll be climbing and he turns around and walks away, climbing the ranks of the Order of the Gauntlet. And then he breaks into a bit of a laugh, and he just kind of leaves. Kara's there. She speaks to Toblin and she's like, looks like you came in to. They need to get paid. And Halia looks at Toblin across the, and Kara Dune is about head and shoulders. You know what I mean? Like, she's taller than all of you as well. You know what I mean? And she just kind of, stares down at Toblin. He's like, yes. How much do I owe you? And she's looked like at Brody, and she's like, well, did you guys complete any quests?
It was like 3 quests that we completed, right?
Yeah.
It was like 450 gold apiece, right?
I think that's right. we completed the initial escort quest, and then the other quest, and then the other quest.
So
Yep.
yeah, yep. So what did you guys say? 450?
Is that 450?
Yeah, fantastic. And you just see him just like get that Naruto yell emoji, like he just came into money and he's like, "Ah," and gets, as the balance occurs in the town, his money for votes just, you know what I mean? Like he sits there and divvies out 450 gold pieces each or collectively to the party, to all of y'all.
I'll take Iggy's to him,
Okay.
Do we,
and
are,
I said that too.
do we have like a treasurer? Like who has the bag of
question.
holding? Like
I
electronically.
have-
electronically.
I have a separate inventory right now that I'm keeping, but like it had 30 gold collectively in it
Hey,
that we
Lucy.
got earlier that belonged to the group. So
Hi, Lucy. Good to see you again, buddy.
Then if you have that, then just throw the 450 in that whole thing, and
Okay.
we'll pay for shit out of that.
okay.
Also, Jeremy, I have to ask if Iggy is walking around town with that Tim Hortons cup.
I think it's
How
lore, and it's
how dare you walk into Phandalin,
You know,
a
with the
Shellbucks town with a with a Jim Barton's cup.
Jim Barton's.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a
There's
northern
something
half. We only drink Jim
coffee
Barton's.
Oh, it's interesting that you say that. Toblin says, "I've started a different con club called Jim Barton, and it's literally across the. You know what I mean? Like it's those one booth stands, and he's like, Minex is sponsoring a Jim Barton's. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Dwarven Mistress.
Does my dagger have like Minex written on the side of it? Like, is it like?
Absolutely.
I don't like that. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
file
yeah.
that off.
Yep. So here we are. You've got your payment 50, because that's 450 times 5, which is a shit ton of money. But what I'll tell you is, as any video game, it just feels like the save zone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know when you're gonna find another store.
I say we go take a long nap, and we can figure out this tower issue and kit ourselves up. Also, I have 2 horses now. I need a squire for that second horse.
Oh, wait, did the player's handbook bring back henchmen?
I don't know.
I think it did. Anyways,
just for
if you
flavor.
want a Jacques, there's a Jacques in this.
Just
one.
for flavor.
Trust me.
Just
It's Pierre. You need to be a Pierre.
yeah. Just
Stick with French.
just for
squires.
flavor. Just for flavor. But no,
You
wait.
want
Cervantes
to
is
find a
Cervantes is
young boy.
Spanish.
Got it.
Pedro. He's Pedro.
No. Squires are French. We've.
Yeah.
This is.
Stronghold canon. We've already identified this a few sessions ago. Pedro. Anyways, all right. So, where do you guys want to go
Brody.
from this point?
Well, Brody and
packed
I were
with-
supposed to go to the White Wheel at some point, right?
Okay.
Before this long rest thing.
Yep.
Cervantes, why don't you go? If you want to go with that, you can head to the Stonehill Inn if you want.
Well, I'll go give a prayer. I'll go do a prayer. I'm going to, follow Darren's, his lead there. I'll go give a prayer to Tyr and Sir Timothy. It's going to be both Sir Timothy and Tyr. And actually, he says Tyr Timothy, kind of as one word. And then I'll make my way to the Stonehill Inn.
And this is, of course, after we take care of the bodies outside of town with the prayers and the burning.
Yes. See. Burning bodies are still outside. Burning.
Yes.
Okay. Bodies are burnt. Burning, whatever. That's clean. Like, when there's the white lines around the objective, you can't click that anymore. Burnt. You know what I mean? So Cervantes, you're walking off to the chapel.
See.
Brody, where are you heading?
I'm gonna go with Silas to the White Wheel.
Ignatius.
I'm going to sell a bell.
Got it. Fantastic. We will start with Brody and Silas. Gariel walking with you, looking over his shoulder and smiling. You know what I mean? Like, this is, you know what I mean? You get the sense that with your passive perception, like, this is, thank you. Walk in, you see the establishment there. It's a small wooden store. It's got a bit of a storefront on the sides that lets there's a red symbol of a potion, there's a sword, and there's a shield, right? And then there's a sleeping bedroll symbol, right? Your basic, hey, this is where you go do stuff. And then there's a stack of coins next to there that's just like, hey, this is a place. When you look at the top of the storefront, there's like 6 pieces of like fence wood that lean up, and there is a white circle, and the circle itself, as you get closer, are 5 crossbows that look like the spokes of a wagon. So from a distance, it looks like a wagon. When you get in, you're like, okay, crossbows. You enter the establishment. I gotta find the name of this lady.
Just on a side note, Sparkles Mandy paid for party inspiration.
What?
Ooh. Okay. Yep. You guys got a party inspiration. I think Raz.
Or maybe it wasn't. No, sorry, it wasn't Sparkles Mandy. We're down one. I'm up a line. It's
Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you, Lucy.
Darthag Ulgar is the name. You've met Darthag before. I think you guys put in a request for something for him when you met him last time. If you guys can remember that.
Was that the armor? The snake armor?
I don't know. But he looks at you like, hey, and he sees Halea walk in, and he stands up. He's behind his counter. There's a curtain behind him. The place looks like, I want you to think, this is almost like the Continental. There's a desk. You don't see any of the wares, right? He's like, hey, how can I help you guys? There's a few things to sell, but they're like almost things you just don't need. You know what I mean? There's, I don't know, a shovel. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it just a short sword.
Why do you gotta get shovels? We might need a shovel.
There's a shovel there. There's thieves' tools. You know what I mean? Just like basic stuff that's kind of out. Hey, what brings you here? Halea asks. She closes the curtains behind you, flips the sign to closed, closes the door, and she's like, I think these matters should be addressed back here. And he's like, oh, understood. And he's like, opens the curtain up. When you see the curtains open, rows of weapons that don't look like they're going to lose their sharpness. behind glass that have runes on them. I'm talking to Iggy here. You know what I mean? And things that look like all sorts of fireballs will go off if you touchy. So you're walking by all the Glock planet, Mossbergs, and you know what I mean? Like very shiny pistoles, but they're just real sick weapons. Yeah. And he goes in there. There's another table in the center of it, right? Where he probably, with a green cloth on it, he closes the curtain again. And he's like, Halia, and she looks at both of you and she's like, I have a request. I think I've requested this before. There is an organization that you may be familiar with, and she, she brandishes she like opens up a bit of her like dress, and you see the harp with the moon on it, and she's like, it would be my honor, and I believe the honor of all the Forgotten Realms, the two of you became members of this organization, and through the oath, and there's a small book that she has there, you don't have to read it, you know what I mean? And through the book and the oath, I think you would understand a bit of what we're about. But the most important thing is if you're willing to keep the balance and bring good to this world, protect the innocent, and in the face of whatever we're up against, be the agents of the Harpers. If you're willing to accept this, I'm willing to offer our resources at your disposal as you become a valuable resource for Silith. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just go around so you guys don't jump on each other.
So, Sister Timora, Sister Gariel asked me early about this. That's what I meant to say.
So this is
right.
Gariel. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you had asked me about this earlier. Obviously, I feel like we're cut from the same kind of cloth, right? We're following luck, but trying to push it so that people's luck improves, so that life is better. Obviously, there's a balance with that, but we do the best that we can. And I would be happy to do good in this world, to continue to do good in this world.
Okay. She's like, that really warms my heart. She's like, I'm super proud of everything that you have done since you arrived here. You willingly...
And then I take a coin and I flip it up real high and catch it, and I was like, oh, it says yes anyways, so I'm good.
So you make your own fortune. She smiles and she flicks her amulet and she looks down. And she just takes a pause. And then she looks up at Brody. And then she looks back down at it again. And she's like, Brody?
I believe I have been living and honoring what you describe as the code and goal of the Harpers, but I think right now I worry because of a commitment I have with my patron that, and I don't think it would ever ask me to do anything against the code, but I don't want to betray the code of the Harpers. And so at this time, until I get a better sense of what my patron is going to ask of me, I will hold off on officially signing into on the roster.
She's like, well, freedom of choice and free agency is what the Harpers are here for. I'm very proud of you for that response as well. She looks over at Silith. She looks at you, in your eyes. She puts out the book and she lays it flat with her hand on top of it. She's like, however you decide to take your oath are up to you. is she looks at Silith. But please, at the end, um, a simple "I will" is, all that's required. She says, "Do you vow to walk in shadows, but never let your purpose be dark? Will you sing the truth when truth is silenced and bear secrets with wisdom and care? When tyrants rise, will you rise in turn? Subtle in hand, steadfast in heart, will you protect the balance of the realms and the freedom of thought? Guard knowledge against ruin and stand for the forgotten and the voiceless. With harp in hand or blade in shadow, do you pledge yourself to the cause of the harpers?" And she got, you know what I mean?
And I,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
put
yeah.
my hand down and may the bones never roll again if I fail.
She takes her pin and she places it on, your collar and then folds. You know what I mean? She's like, "This is not something that we bear. If you get a hunch that there's a harper or a harper reveals to you, you can reveal it back. If you're in a town, you can seek refuge by the symbol of the she draws like those are places where harpers rise, are stay, and the benefits and the knowledge will be with them. In this town, you will be our harpers as you rise to um one second. This is one of my favorite parts of these things. As you can identify yourself as a watcher of the harpers. It's like as official rank, you know what I mean? And you can see one of the stars. There's like a single star on, the moon. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? You know what I mean? Stars. Or you want to flavor your harpers because I'm down with that. And then she's like, "If there's anything you need here, I will leave you to Dark. Between us and the White Wheel, we're mutually beneficial. I will say, while you're here, the Harpers can go out and look for questions that you have. While I'm here, I will depart the town of Phandalin. Is there anything that in your heart you would like answered that the Harps can pay you with knowledge?" She looks at Brody. You don't have to, tell it out loud if it's a secret. You can always put it in a parchment and she's like, and place it over there. There's a box that seems to have a one-way entry kind of situation, like an amnesty box, if you remember. You know what I mean? Like there's a bit of an amnesty box there. Same with you, Silith. You can declare it openly or ask any questions, and we shall harp for you, as you harp for us. I'm going to leave that out there. Digest it, you know what I mean, and get back to me unless you have something.
I mean, I think it's a pretty open conundrum we have that a dragon just came here and flew off into the mountains.
If there was something
that
personal
seems like
we
a
look
threat.
into, yeah. If there was something personal, we would find that. But in this case, I'm going to need you to go to Minex, help your friend Ignatius, and see where Baru took Indrina. I feel like there's trouble there. If you can you bring Indrina back? She was a very nice lady. I didn't get to really meet her, but she seemed like some sort of a showman or an actress or something. Neverwinter, and I don't know. There was something very goodly about her.
And I will also write out a little bit of a note and put it in the box as well.
Perfect. Go ahead and write it out, send it in there, and we'll keep your secrets safe. Fantastic. Same with you. She just looks at Brody. She's like, best of luck.
Thank you. I are you Silas? Are you walking out right now? Are we done in there?
I mean, unless there's any goods here that we could potentially purchase or use for what we're doing. I mean, obviously,
I
I'm here to
believe
help.
didn't I believe it was a scimitar, and it was Coco, Phandalin. Didn't she ask for a scimitar? That's
She
what it
did.
was.
Yep.
Yeah.
The scimitar is glistening. It's a silvered scimitar. It's glistening. It's sitting there, and it's got a jade hilt.
Nice.
Whoever takes that can be probably her bestie when she. But there are almost every armor you can think of, and as you're looking around, you're like whatever I need here. This is the jailbroke store, right? And like it's in here. There also appears to be some sort of closet in there, Harry Potter closet that can probably open and close and go to other, you know what I mean, like white wheels. That gives you the idea of how powerful the white wheel stores are. And yeah, so over to you guys. You guys want to depart? Or should I let you digest what you just had and then head to Ignatius?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, I will pause you there. Ignatius,
Oh, wait,
dwarf.
I was gonna say as soon as we walked out, I'm gonna say, well, you go on ahead, Silas. I think there was something I wanted to look at in there, maybe a weapon or something. I saw that I might have to get her to modify or something. And I'm gonna walk back in there and ask her a quick question about that.
Okay.
Welcome, Raiders.
Holy smokes. Who it was?
Little
Was
Bones.
Jasario? Bones raided us? You're so awesome. Bones. The bones are so little. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Dro, you're in there. Kentucky Fried Creature, you're always a bestie in the chat too. Love you guys. You're the best. We're in a very what's it called? Shopping episode? We're shopping? We're shopping. Okay. It's funny because there's so many secrets going on. I'm getting all these messages at the same time. So if I have a mental pause while I'm doing something, I'm also using another part of my brain to kind of Ignatius. You come back dressed.
Yes.
You are disguised as and this is for all the raiders, a thick, buxom dwarven lady with a well-kempt beard is how you describe.
Yeah. A very
You're-
tightly shorn.
A tightly shorn dwarven female walks back into the Minex, where Halia, the Zentarum representative there, has a piece of parchment and a ink quill sitting on the desk. And she looks at Toblin, who's in there just scratching his head, and she's on you. I gave you that you need until another, and she looks and nods at the three Zentarum until another wagon finds its way here, and they kind of smartly stand at attention, Hail Hydra, and walk out. We're gonna have issues getting those votes, but it appears that Ignatius might be back to tip the scales again. And she's like, show me this bell. And Toblin looks at you like, Ignatius? And she's like, dismissed. Toblin, we will get you when we need you. Call on me in the morning. And he fusses and walks by. But he looks down, slimy, looks down at you, and he's like, hey, might I buy you a pint at the...
Certainly.
And sorry, viewers, because Toblin Wester is a scumbag. He does a slap and heads out. And you can reveal that you did that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And walks out to this place. And Haley is just like, he makes my skin crawl.
I'm
But-
getting a free drink later.
Very useful. Whatever.
Wait until you
I'm
see
not
what I have
gonna-
in this
she looks up
bag.
at you, and she's like, I'm not going to yuck your yum, but let's see this bell. Oh, bye.
Wait till you see what I have in this bag. It's incredible.
Oh. So you reveal it. She assesses it maximum 2,000 gold pieces. But she sits there and she's got this parchment about how it can be boiled down to several rings, equaling about 10,000 gold pieces if she sells it to the right folks. You know, so she's got this plan where she can sell this bell, you know, saying that it's 24 karat gold.
Believe me, this bell is worth it.
I love it. We're going to call them the Ignatius rings, and we're going to sell them across. We're going to get them to Waterdeep.
Maybe don't spread my name around.
Oh, that's true. You're going to go by a different name by our organization. As she slides this paper across the desk, and there's this quill. She writes on the paper. The ink shows for a second. It disappears. And then you see on the paper, I am here. Get to it. She's like, we'd like to raise you to Fang of the Zentom. All I need you to do is write Fang on this parchment. The benefits would be many discounts. And she looks, and as opposed to the Continental, there's just piles of swords. There looks like a few magical weapons if you would ever return, and favors going your ways and others. But I think our relationship is going fantastically. And you don't go by.
You're making me feel very welcome. I will sign.
You reach down, and as you sign Fang, you see approved Ryan Nightshade. And then a line goes through it, and then it just burns to ash, like right there. And she's like, what an honor. Ah. And she dusts it off, you know, and she's like, to meet her. Maybe someday you will. So, what would you like to know? We have information. We have weapons. I think we can go for the 3,000.
Bell.
She's like, 3,000 gold pieces. Approved.
Okay, put it in my magic bag.
And she's like, oh. She snaps her fingers, and she's like, your escort to find Indrina. We'll get that. She's like, Jeff. And
my escort.
You see a man come around. He looks rather frail, black hair. He reminds me of in my mind, the Raven from Maleficent. And he comes up and he's like, hi, how can I help you? She's like, 3,000 gold pieces, please. And he's like, off I go. And you hear him, and she's like, that's Schmobil. For Jeff Schmobil, he's gonna take you to the top.
Jeff Schmobil.
I thought
He's delicious. He's belliciously charming, but I don't need an escort.
He's going with you.
I'm going to cramp my style.
And she's like, don't worry. He can turn himself into a raven. They're not going to know the difference.
If I show up with a raven, they're going to think things.
The raven, there's tons of ravens up there, first of all.
How does he turn into a raven, by the way? Is he a druid?
You let me figure that out. He can turn into a raven.
I traveled with a druid, and she, like I said, not a big fan of me, and she's going to be suspicious if I bring a bird around.
You're not going to bring the bird, but and she snaps her fingers, and Schmobil turns into a raven, and he's like, if you see this raven, and there's a, there's a like a white, you know what I mean, like line on its neck, you're going in the right direction. If you get lost, follow the raven. Also,
I won't get lost.
if you get in trouble, I want him to return. Schmobel's going with you. And you look at him and he's like, that's old Schmobel to you. And he whoosh, turns into a raven.
I despise him.
Yeah, he's an old Schmobel. Anyways.
I thought he was
I
going
take
to
my
say,
money.
my name's Jeff.
Come on, those dope.
My name's Jim.
But if you could bring Baru back, we appreciate it.
So I have the gold, right?
The client that we took to the top of the tower to purchase it from those fools had upwards 10,000 gold pieces on her. I would like her to make it back. And what I mean by that is I need the gold. And she hands you a contract already signed, says and it's just like, and I would like this contract found there, please. The gold is yours if the contract comes back to me.
Contract. Check.
If you find the contract signed that she purchased the house, the tower.
Sure.
You are going up in so many warlock points. I love you. Anyway, so there you go. So you take the already signed, like it's not fraudulently signed. What's the word I'm looking for?
Forged.
Forged?
Yeah. Forged signature of Indrina, and I forget her last name, but all fancy. She hands it to you. It looks stamped and notarized by Susan Baru, and then.
So I'm supposed to swap the papers? Is that the case?
I need you to have found this on Andrina's body.
Oh, so when we find Andrina, I need to pretend.
Yes.
I need to pretend I found this. I see.
Or Miss Baru's body, as if it was already signed.
Okay. All right.
Yes. All right.
I have my gold, right?
You do.
Okay. I'm going to leave and try to find Ginny next. That's my next plan. And I have the poison dagger, right?
Yep. You get the sense that as you leave here, the payout is enormous for doing things for them. Almost not balanced.
Well, I would pay myself well. Clearly, they see greatness here.
You're so naughty. Okay.
So, I don't care. I actually think they're stupid. Like, I think I can work this organization. They ain't got nothing on me. They can't touch me. I'm untouchable. Huzzah!
I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, I am gonna have to kill a child, maybe.
Oh. Did you say that to? Are you bringing?
No,
Genie up
I'm
there?
just thinking that in my head.
Okay. You're not telepathically connected to Brody right now.
No, it only lasts a couple minutes.
Okay, you leave. You're outside. You've got not just the money, a shitload of money. Yeah, and
And the Raven.
the Raven is gonna wait there until you leave. Old Schmobile is gonna stay there.
Okay.
Cervantes, you find yourself walking into a maybe 30 by 30 simple chapel with a simple, perfect place where you could have offered a bed straight up the top. You know what I mean? This one being a bit shabby. Ding a ding ding. It's got a single rope to it. No, I'm not. I'm just saying. You didn't know this, but anyway, so there's a tower there. There's maybe 6 small pews, a very simple wooden altar at the front with a symbol of Tyr on there as well. A one simple, pane glass of a warrior priest with a helm that almost goes into like a looking helm. You know what I mean? And you get the sense with this shining mace and this shield that you're looking at the Archbishop of Waterdeep, Henry himself, as like the patron of this church, and he's got the symbol of Tyr on his shield as well. And there's a spot where you can basically, there's a little wooden rail where you can, there's a candle lit and another candle kind of sitting there, offering plates and tear water. Is that a thing? A little plate full of tear water.
So I'll walk
Tear
up
juice.
to the warrior and it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's my first time doing this.
If you're alone,
Oh, there's
Yep.
no. I thought you said there was a warrior in there.
is it the stone the
Oh,
painted,
it was a statue. It was a statue.
it's not a statue, it's one of those, I lost my brain, stained glass window
I got you.
of Henry. Yeah.
I got you. I will walk up, put the shield next to the thing, and I'll kneel down, and I'll look up at. I'll look up, and it's like, there's only one way to do this. O glorious beholder of balanced things, Judge supreme of smitings and slight inconveniences, Tyr, my liege of law and noble elbow symmetry, I come to thee, helmet slightly askew, soul full to bursting and belt buckle rattling with destiny. Grant me thy wisdom in knowing what to smite, and thy mercy when I smite the wrong thing, but with great passion let justice flow through my blade, even if that blade has seen better days and is anointed with turnip juice, which, as you know, is a sacred act. I checked. Strengthen my shield, though it be dented from both battle and my attempts at cooking. Brighten my path, even when I walk in circles pretending to track evil. If I should fall, let me fall dramatically with wind and music, and one really good quote. If I should rise, let it be to protect the innocent, the downtrodden, and the man who dropped his soup. I saw it. I will not forget that. May your scales always be balanced, your gauntlet forever raised, and your patience well tested less often than usual by me. So swears I, Cervantes, the thrice blessed, bearer of the sacred code and champion of slightly misunderstood valor. Amen. Or however you said it, Tyr.
so you sit there, and you did as Darren asked. You're waiting for this symbol to happen. You kind of maybe squint an eye up. Do a quick religion check for me.
Oh, what is this? I actually have a plus of 10.
Holy, a plus of 10?
No, just 10.
Oh, yeah, so you have a 10. All right, so I passed you something. But you sit there for a while, and as soon as you close your eyes and clear your mind, some of the words kind of pass away, and in the silence of it, the message hits you as like you know what I mean? Like you're how your mind's racing, you're looking, your scales, you're thinking of Sir Timothy, you're thinking of things, and then whoosh, this hits you as basically your next step down this path. Does that seem clear and unequivocal?
It does.
Okay. So you're there, you know what I mean? And you feel on the precipice of whatever path you decide to take. You come out of a meditation, you don't know how long you were sitting there, but you get that weird nap feeling that you were just maybe kind of asleep for like 3 minutes kneeling there with complete peace. If like coming out of it,
Mm-hmm.
a short rest just passes over you, and for the next hour or so, you are blessed as well. For the rest of the evening, we'll say, because this is kind of like a weird, and you start hearing the voices of people sweeping the streets, cleaning things back up again as Phandalin comes back to you.
I'm going to sort of, because I've never experienced this before, I would stand up and probably haphazardly grab the shield and walk out of the chapel, kind of not even paying attention to anybody, still trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
When you grab the shield and you walk out, you weren't much of a shield bearer before, but it, as level 4 and fighting with things before, it carries well on your side. For the first time, holding this shield, it just like lifts with pride. You know what I mean? And you see a boy on the side of the street staring back at you, and he's got a pack on his back, and he's just like, hi, I just came from Tribor. I've been looking for a paladin from the Order of the Gauntlet, sir. And he takes his, he goes down on one knee in his one hit point, and he's like, I am Pierre Pedro, and I am here to serve you for my dying days. Take me as your squire, please. And he scooches forward and he grabs upon your tabard, and he's like, I'm sorry. I never thought that I would run into a knight.
All he sees is just this big ass cheesy grin. And he goes, Pierre Pedro, I'm Sir Cervantes the Thrice Blessed, and it would be an honor to have you as my squire.
Stands up. Your blade will never go dull, Sir Cervantes, for I am Dota Bayao. I am going to be the mayor of the city someday. And anyway, so like he's got...
And I hand him
Naruto energy.
Now first, have a turnip.
He's like, absolutely. And he eats this. Is this the fruit of your deity, my lord? And he starts chewing on it. It's delicious. He just devours it. This is great. Should I bed you down for the evening? There's an inn over there.
No, your first
You
task
just
is
met him.
your first
Holy
task,
cow.
young Pedro, is to fetch the steeds, Tabby, and I'll have to come up with a name for the other horse. But and then meet me in the Stone Hearth Inn or whatever it's called, and we'll figure that out. And I'll describe what Tabby and the other horse look like.
Right away, sir. And he just books it.
He's riding Tabby from now on.
I just want to say thank you all for manifesting a squire for Sir Cervantes. This isn't going to come off the rails whatsoever. Well,
I love
let's
it.
see. We're back to Brody and Silith. Are you guys both walking out? Yep. You see also Cervantes. And I will say, for a moment, as much of a goofball as he's been, you see, looking across, you see a knight. Like, for a moment, until he goofballs it again, but like right now, as you're looking, like, that's a knight.
He does look pretty like regal sometimes, doesn't he?
He actually is glowing just a touch today. It's not just his words.
You know what bless is, and you know what I mean? Like, you're like, something happened in there.
Yep, something
you can
good
do-
happened.
Give me a religion check. Silent.
Natural one.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
You're like, you see him talking to a boy, probably 13 years old, and just walk away. You're like, okay.
12.
You recognize Gariel is here. He's not a paladin. He has bless on him. He just came out of it. So you're just like, huh. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty cool.
Did I see him give a small person a turnip to eat?
He did.
I'm giving
Boys,
I'm giving to the masses.
Yeah, delicious.
So where are you guys off to next? So where are Brody, Silith? You guys are outside on kind of the porch of this thing. You see this image. There's civilians all over the place, to include a female dwarf. You know what I mean? That like,
So I guess we need to get everybody rounded up and then go figure out what happened to Indrina.
you do notice next to the fountain, there is a little girl holding her knees and kind of rocking there, alone.
Hey, young lady, are you okay?
It's Ginny. She's like,
Ginny. Okay.
I can find Papa Ignatius. I think the dragon hated him. Where is he?
Oh, he's around here. I saw him just a few minutes ago.
Will you tell him to come find me?
Yes. Yeah, sure. I'll let him know. And I'm gonna look around for the dwarf and are you outside right now?
I'm gonna change back into just Ignatius,
Okay.
but not. I don't want people seeing me like switch. Like I find somewhere to hide and Superman it, like in a phone booth or
Okay.
something.
I'll look around for him. I'll go see if I can find him.
Okay. Within a few moments, you find Ignatius. You keep his cover. He comes out. You know, perfect John Wick moment or whatever pops out. Ginny runs to you and like squeezes your guts out and just starts like sobbing because she missed you so much and she's so happy for you to be alive.
While she's busy doing that, I'm gonna hand the bag over to Brody.
Right over her head? God,
Yeah.
you're dark. Okay. So she's just hanging on you, and you know, Gariel finally walks up and Ginny, I think Ignatius is busy.
No,
Maybe we should go
no.
home and rest.
Ginny and I have lots to talk about. I can drop her off at home a little later. Don't worry.
Perfect. Well, you all have a blessed evening. And she goes to her shrine. And she kind of looks at Silith and nods, and she's like, it's almost sundown. It's the best time for Timora's rays to go through the holy symbol. It's my favorite time to pray. And she goes off.
Time for Timora.
Yeah, there we go.
Time for Timora.
How's everybody liking the RP right now? I just want to do a status. If anybody just wants me to flop a dragon in the middle of the town to roll. Okay.
No, I'm over my dragon face.
All right. So you all head to the Stonehill Tavern. Where are you headed?
I'm pulling Ginny behind a building.
Oh God.
Okay, you do.
Hi,
She's
Raiders.
like,
Hey,
More
Nick.
Raiders.
oh, Adventures on
Adventures
Tap.
on
Welcome,
Tap.
dude.
I'm gonna pull her in behind a building where people were out of sight and sort of nobody's listening. I look around and I make sure we're alone, and then I'm gonna lean into her really close. I'm gonna be like, "What did she promise you? How did you get that mark on your arm? What did you do for her?"
I didn't do anything. She asked, he's going to be okay. Just take my hand. If you take my. And then
Why would you take her hand? Why would you take her hand?
She seemed so nice to me. She was scary. And she just starts like crying.
Well, why would you even do that with a scary person?
She says that a part of me is with her now.
So help me. If I have to share my power with you, this isn't going to go well.
She says I'm forever her granddaughter. I'm forever bound to you now. And she shows the mark. She's like, look, I have an Iggy Rose.
It is not an Iggy Rose.
An Iggy Rose.
She said, yeah, I'm my life is yours now.
Your life is hers now.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
I hope I don't see her again.
Oh, you're going to see lots of her.
She protected me when I ran into the cloud. She brought me right back.
You should have like ran right back away from her into the cloud, Jenny.
And she looks at you and she's like, she says that I can become powerful like her someday and I can avenge my parents. Why wouldn't I want to do that?
Oh no. Oh no.
Super.
Getting dark.
Did she tell you how? Did she tell you how you're gonna have to? What you're gonna have to do that?
Follow Papa Iggy. And what he does, I should do.
You're not following me anywhere. You're staying in this town. I've got stuff to do. I'm going places. I don't have time to. Oh, don't do that.
It's just that deep breath. It's just like, never, Papa Iggy, you would never say that. And then she dries her eyes. She's like, but that's okay, because I was told you'll return. So that's okay. I know you'll never leave me.
To me, you're gonna have to. I like to stick her finger in her nose. You're gonna have to toughen up. You can't be like crying all the time, especially if you're gonna follow her.
I won't cry. No more. And you know what? Miss
And you better
Hannah
get.
said I could work for her. I get a job.
No, you don't work for her.
Oh,
Find someone else to work for in town.
okay.
And
She looks at you. She's like, but what would Papa Iggy do?
I'm showing you what Papa E would do. I hate this girl. I hate her. Oh.
So you hate me. As you see my face in her eyes, like the choices Jeremy made. All right.
So go home and try not to.
Hug.
No. The witch should have told you. There's no hugging. There's no hugging.
No hugging.
There's lying. There's murdering, and there's like lots of bad things. She might get you back to avenge your mother and father, but you're not going to like how you get there, kid.
I like you. I'm going to do it your way. And she just starts skipping off with her teddy bear in her hand.
I'm just like slowly like pounding my forehead into the side of the building, just like as she leaves. I hate her. I'm like going to look down at the rose. I'm going to be like, I don't know what you think you're doing. I don't need her. You don't need her. Your deal sucks. And then I'm going to go to the bar.
I gotta
Walk
say,
in.
we are the worst heroes ever.
Literally, when we made this campaign, everyone was like, we should all be in prison. I'm like, okay, so we're a bunch of not heroes, right?
You're going to be a hero someday. I wouldn't do that. I'm a high fantasy nice guy. Why would I do that to you? So you open the door to, once again, Toblin's, not Tybor Wester's, Toblin's Stonehill Inn. Anna is there scrubbing salt, off a table. It's packed. It's packed with people because of just the activities that are happening. Everybody is, giving stories of how they fought some of the Legionnaires, and if it wasn't for them, I would have stepped in. I was gonna step in. Me too. I was going to grab my pitchfork. It was over. Oh yeah. And they start having shots and stuff, and you come in, just fading into the shadows, Ignatius, and you find a corner bar off to the side where you can drift in silence, and kind of wait there, let the candle glow on your face until Anna comes over and gives you a beer on the house and nods like, we saw.
Oh, what? You saw what?
What at least the rest of your friends did.
You're saying I didn't have a part of it.
You were pretty stealthy, she says.
I'm
she's
keeping the
like,
spear.
Yeah.
I'd take the beer away before she can take it back.
Brody, Silith, if you want to, you would walk in kind of, Anna. It's cacophonous, but just as you walk into any establishment when you're at Chili's at high noon, you look over and you see your friends. You take a moment and you see your friend. Cervantes, you're kind of behind, but you guys can break off, do whatever you want to do. Brody, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go sit next to Iggy.
Okay.
And just in case Silith is listening, I'm gonna say out loud. So how's it going? Is Ginny okay? But then I'm also gonna connect that link, and I'm gonna say, so how much money did we get through the link?
Yeah, I'll be like, well, Ginny is turning out to be a burden, and through the link, I'm going to be like, I unburdened our bell.
Well, I think Ginny is she's pretty young, and while I think she really likes you. I think you probably ought to, as long as we're in the area, I think you should really pay attention to her, because at some point, I don't think we can keep her along. But while we're here, you should really treat her nice. She's a kid, and at the same time, I'm going to say, so how much? Again,
I'm going to say I'm just going to be shaking my head and sort of getting my fiddle out and stringing the bow on it, and I'll say back through my head, there should be 3,000 in the bag.
nice. Okay, all right. You didn't keep your share?
What?
You didn't keep your share?
No, I'm doing fine for myself.
Oh, okay.
We're splitting
Right.
that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'll also, like, I don't know if you saw Ginny's new ink.
Wait, what? She got a tattoo?
Sort of.
Is it like yours?
Yes. You know how you and I have friends.
Yeah.
Apparently, Ginny now has my friend as her friend.
Is that a bad thing? I'm
Yes.
assuming it's a bad thing, but
Yeah, it is. Especially if I have to split my power with her.
well, you don't want to do that. But I don't think we really want her following in your footsteps either. She's young
What are you
and
saying?
innocent. Well, she's young and innocent.
I'm
You know-
innocent.
Of what?
Stuff.
Well,
I'm
okay.
gonna say this so I want to hold right there, because this conversation in your head is going a long way while you're stringing bows, holding conversations. So Silith, are you going in?
Yes.
Cervantes, are you following them in?
Yes, but I'm not going to enter quietly.
Oh, okay.
Of course not.
What I wanted, are you gonna go sit with them?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we've had this long day after the
At
fight.
disadvantage, Cervantes, roll a perception check. Silith, roll a perception check. And then the two of you roll a deception check with advantage, because you talked about how you are masking it.
Natural 20.
Okay. Which
I have-
equals a.
Which equals a 26.
Okay.
That's a 2 on the die.
Okay, great. It's so loud in there. What'd you get?
Oh,
20.
so I got a 20
wow.
and a 0.
Not only did you fool them, I will say, rolling as high as you guys.
I got a 27.
You guys can, for the next level, until level 5, you can carry on one of these conversations. Anybody knowing?
Awesome.
Like, yep, you figured it out to the almost to the point of like nobody can use what you say like against you. Like, I like if you roll a 25. Like, you guys are really good at telepathically binding. So when you want to use it as subterfuge, you can.
Wonderful.
Anyways, no, it might not be wonderful. But anyways, Silith, yeah, they're talking about what. You sit down, you're friends with it. She hands you a beverage of your choice. Cervantes, you come in, and Pierre already has the horses squared away, and he's just like, "Bop, ba, da, bop, 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 ba, da, bop, bop." "I, the squire of Cervantes, Pierre Pedro, prevent you, oh, Cervantes." Oh, and everybody's just like,
I walk in, fluttering my own cloak. I go, "Fear
Yeah,
not, good
yeah.
people. The thrice blessed
great.
walks among you. Drinks are safe. Stools shall not be challenged tonight." And I walk straight up to the bar, to the barkeep, and just elbow on the bar. "A round for my companions, a bowl of stew for my soul, and my other little companion, and a beverage bold enough to question my decisions." And I'll flip over a gold coin
"Okay, all right."
and thank.
Are we sure he's not a bard?
100%.
Yeah,
I
make
just
a
have
performance
swagger.
check.
I just have
Make a
swagger.
performance check
Oh yeah,
with
that's-
advantage. With advantage, because of all of that.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
do stuff and a thing, advantage.
Performance 24.
Okay, yeah. The bar roars with the feeling that, and even you, Ignatius, you might have been about to spotlight. You know what I mean? And you guys noticed that Cervantes came out blessed. Don't forget you had blessed too.
Oh yeah, what does that add? A
Do you want to
D4?
use 24?
Fuck yeah. Add another 2 to that, so 26.
Yeah. Not only that, but there is a band in the corner, a bing dang, a bing ding dang, and they just rattling off Cervantes songs, like another set of Barovians that were left here from a long time ago. This ballad of Cervantes and the destruction of the shadow dragon lies, but like your esteem is coming out of here as your bless fades.
As it fades, I'll yell to the band, "Play a request, the Ballad of Sir Timothy." It probably doesn't. It probably doesn't exist.
Yeah. It is quite possibly the best song that any of you have heard ever in your entire life. It's just like Pink Pony Club. Now that's stuck in your head forever. It's basically the Pink Pony Club, just Timothy rhyming sentence. I'll get ChatGPT to help me out. But so you're having a fantastic evening. You can stay up there and people are regaling you. Pierre is up there having a Silith, you guys eat your meal. Nothing really kind of happens. How would you like the rest of the evening to go? Start with touched on your thing. What would you like to do to cap off? Oh, sorry.
Are you asking Silas because you cut out a bit?
I'm asking Silith, yeah.
Yeah, you've cut out a lot.
Oh, shoot. Really? Again?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. We're supposed to. Yeah.
How would
Just
you, Silith, did the Pink Pony Club stuff happen?
No, we
Is
got
one
that.
cut out?
Oh, we got
okay.
that.
Yeah, we didn't miss that.
R2D2
Pink
over
Pony
here.
Club is legit.
All right. So, Silith, how would you like to cap your evening?
I'm probably just kind of, hand in the cloak a little bit, just kind of, with the hand on my my new pin, just kind of thinking about that, thinking about what that entails, stuff like that. Looking at my companions, kind of interested in how this will go forward, and our survival rate, whether it stays higher or lower, because some of my companions keep falling to whatever misfortune during battles the past couple of days, because we've only been together for how long now? A week or 2 weeks? So yeah, I'm sort of really focusing on, okay, as we're moving forward and taking on these challenges ahead of us, how well is this going to go?
It did occur to me, Silas, that as a cleric of luck, we haven't been so lucky having you around.
I feel fine.
No, I think you're missing my point. If you're supposed to be a cleric of luck, shouldn't we have luck just naturally rub off on us?
I think we've had quite a bit of luck.
Yeah, I've done great. And
quite a bit of.
I'm pretty sure all of you are still alive, so I feel very lucky on that. Did you not see a dragon land among us, and we're all still here eating stew and drinking? That feels like luck. I think you should check your dice, sir. They might be weighted against you.
The only luck I didn't have was when you jumped on my stomach and got me shot in the back 3 times.
Listen. You're going to have to let that go. You're going to have to let that go.
But on the flip side, the other side of that coin is I got to see how powerful my healing has become, and I was able to help you right back.
You did.
So,
boy, did you.
It's good to know this, right? As we
if I didn't thank you
head first.
If I didn't thank you before,
into battle,
thank you.
As we continue to go head first across fields to battle greater sized forces, I think it's good to know where my powers are.
Okay.
It tastes very fresh, like fresh grass.
What does?
Like fresh cut grass. Yes.
What does?
What are the names of your other? What are the names of your other siblings?
You can taste. You can taste his healing.
It came out of my
taste.
Oh, it just comes shooting out of my mouth.
Yeah, Brody got a taste too.
Yeah, when he
was shooting out his nose.
Like there was stuff and it shot out my nose. It was basically like clover or.
Why does that need to happen? Like, why does Timora bring that about?
I mean, every god has their thing, right? I mean, there's gods of war, they're going to try to kill you. There's gods of death, they're going to try to kill you. My god assists me in healing you. So you get a little nature in your life. It's probably good. It's fiber. It'll do you good.
I did feel a little cleaned out after that.
Right?
All the turnips. I'm surprised, like, you're not on the toilet all the time. Raw turnip. You can get worms that way.
What turnips are you eating?
Anything raw like that. You have to cook your turnips, dude.
It's like a carrot.
And what's with the squire?
Doesn't everybody get a squire?
I look.
Because I'm a knight.
Silas and Brody, like.
Because I'm a knight. That's why.
I've got something better, and I don't need a squire.
Well, listen, I've got 2 horses now. I figure, a little help could go a long way.
Why do you need 2 horses?
Yeah.
How did I get 2 horses?
Why?
Why?
How or why? Why would you need 2?
All of the above.
Why wouldn't we need more horses?
Oh,
well,
I have one. I still have the one that
we might need horses, but you brought along a squire to take over the other horse.
Well, you could fit on that horse with him.
Why do I have to ride with the kid? Is it because I'm short?
Yes. That's how it works.
Well, what about Silas? What's he going to ride?
Pierre walks up and he's like, if you guys have more gold, I can procure you more horses. I'd be happy to serve.
Well, maybe Cervantes' extra horse can pull a wagon that Silas can sit in.
Tabby's not really much of a draft horse.
Tabby? The horse's name is Tabby?
Tabby, yeah.
Well, then maybe the kid could pull the wagon.
You don't have to be a draft horse to pull like a small cart that 2 people can ride in.
1.5, really. I'm not that big. As we've already
Pierre, what do you
established.
think?
Sir,
What do you think? Do you think Tabby's got the bones to pull a small cart?
Tabby's a charger. But there are horses in town that we could find.
Don't talk logic, kid. This party does not run on it.
You want to pull a cart? I'll find you a cart, sir.
Do you want to pull the cart?
Whatever Sir Cervantes needs me to do, I will try my best.
I think it's more
Is
efficient
that,
if
is that how it works?
I think it's more efficient if the horse pulls the cart. I don't think it would work out very well with you. You're a little too small.
I'd like to see it.
anything.
Where do we fall in the ranking here, Cervantes? Like, if you go down, does the kid take orders from us?
I shall take his sword
Hey.
and shield to Helm's Hold.
The grown-ups are talking here.
I know what he said.
He's gonna take you. He's gonna just leave the field of battle and
So if you go down, he just walks away?
He's got to protect
I'll
himself.
bury my master, and I'll bring knights back to unbury
I don't
him.
mean...
and
Wait.
bury him.
Wait.
How old are you? How old are you?
Old enough. I
Are
don't
you
know what that
even
means.
are you 15 yet?
I am 15.
Okay, well, I mean, he's old enough to to go into
He's
battle.
old enough to drink. Let's get him a beer.
I don't drink. I have to stay keen for my master.
Okay.
He's got you.
I have a
drinking
goal.
turnip
I have a
juice,
goal for the
doesn't
campaign now.
he? He's got you drinking turnip juice, doesn't he?
It's delicious. And he looks at you. I love the turnips.
He loves to turn up.
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying if he goes down like he dies. Like if you were to go, let's say that dragon hit you over the head really hard, and you're lying on the ground. Who does the kid take orders from?
Tear.
I give Ignatius a look like, why do you think the dragon didn't hit him hard over the head?
What if? How are you brave, young man? Because we do some things that require bravery.
I'll never falter.
Okay, so if we were to give you, like, say, a couple of healing potions, and one of us falls down in battle, you would run out there and give it to us?
If that's what Cervantes wants me to do, and that's probably the right thing to do. Someday I'm going to become a paladin.
Are you ready to kill people?
Wow.
As he says that, I'll lean in. I was like, "We're all paladins."
I'm not.
You just
Clearly.
I'll do what's right.
I start writing Pierre's obituary right now at this point while listening to
Pierre, that's
Yeah.
your name is Pierre.
It's no longer Pierre Pedro. It's Pierre 1. Because we're going to go through a few of you.
You're the first.
Yeah.
I have 7 brothers.
Perfect. Twins.
Perfect.
Twins,
I don't
right?
know that that'll be enough, but I'm glad to hear that.
Maybe we should
There-
make him
That'll
back
do
to
it for
the
this
village.
week.
Etienne? And he just starts listening to them all.
That'll do it for this week.
Yeah.
So you have a week of followers here.
Yes. Nice.
Okay. Ignatius, what would you like to do for the rest of the evening?
I'm probably gonna drink to the point of
You just sleep on the table?
yeah. But I am
Okay.
I'm gonna play my fiddle, not really loud, but like if you're in the booth or around the table we're sitting at, it's loud enough for that because I don't want to overplay the other bards in that, but I want to keep my fingers nimble, keep the songs alive in my head.
Okay. Brody, what are you doing for the rest of the evening?
I am just I'm hanging out. I'm having a couple of meads, and then whenever hanging out and talking. When everything starts wrapping up, I'm gonna go find a
Okay.
place to lay my head.
Oh,
So
me,
that's
I
just-
want to try that too.
I would probably drink amongst the crowd and then eventually flop next to the group and try to build some camaraderie, as shitty as it would probably come out.
You asked for something special. Toblin comes out with a flask, and it's on next to it. It's got it's a flask with a white turtle shell on it, and it with like a tricorn hat. And he's like, "We don't have too much of this left, but since you're the hero of the day, Cervantes, here's a Cthulhu's Revenge."
Weed
Third
here.
blessing. Goat was innocent. And I'll chug the whole thing.
Roll a D100.
Oh god.
Start the combat music. It's fisticuffs. Let's go.
Cthulhu's Revenge.
56.
56.
That's how many minutes you're on the toilet
As
for.
soon as you take this, like you get like an adrenaline burst. You go upstairs, you don't sleep for the evening. You're just like tossing and turning like you just went to bed with a Red Bull. But you have
Oh, that's the worst.
yeah. So you'll wake up the next day with a 1 level of exhaustion.
He
Nice.
takes 6 5-hour. He takes 6 5-hour energy, so he can have 30 hours of energy in 24 hours.
Red Bull. Yeah.
Great.
All right. So you all make a perception check at disadvantage, Ignatius.
A disadvantage?
Damn, I got a nat 20. All right.
Another 0. Yes. I've been killing these twos, Tim. Twos.
16.
I'm gonna use my
Okay.
inspiration to not be at disadvantage.
Okay. You don't have to. It's just Ignatius because he's sleeping downstairs
Oh, never mind.
at a table in a party.
I'm still drinking, technically.
Well, but you fall asleep. You're gonna get a long rest.
Do I Hasselhoff in my beer cup?
You asshole. you do a classic rogue sleep after a heck of a voyage. Cervantes, you wake up like you don't sleep, so you have that itchy tooth feeling because you're awake. But Pierre knocks on your door with some bread. The horses are ready.
Do I even get a
he talk-
long rest?
You got a long rest. You have 1 level of
Okay.
just stay with me on this.
No.
You know what
I
mean?
just wanted to ask,
Yeah.
like, do I even get a long
Yeah.
rest out of that if I stayed up?
It's 1 day to the Sword Mountains. Anyways, you're gonna get around.
Yeah, sure.
It's part of the thing.
All good. I just wanted to ask.
You all wake up rested. You come downstairs. I rolled a really high thing. The only thing that's missing, Ignatius, is out of your pocket, 500 gold pieces are missing. Like someone went and grabbed a handful of your gold.
I was carrying that much on me? I thought it was all in the bag of holding.
Someone reached in the bag of holding. Doesn't have a padlock.
I didn't think I
the
had the bag of holding.
I had the bag of holding. He gave it to me over her. Ginny's had that earlier.
You're welcome to take. I have 125 gold on me. You can take all of it if you'd like.
It's gone.
Okay, shit. What about my 9 silver?
You can keep your 9 silver.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't like that. If I find out
You
who
guys
took
get
that-
up. Pierre, being the sycophant self-starter, is like, for 40 gold pieces, I can get you 3 more horses. 4 more, because I'll speak on behalf of...
As
Go
as the horse guy, I'll just like, yeah, Pierre, here's 40. Take care of it.
Okay. Yep. So outside are horses waiting. Sister Gariel is out there. She lets you know that Darren has left to Helm's Hold. Cara Dune has left to Thornhold. Everything's hold in Forgotten Realms.
Stronghold.
You know, the quest, there is a guy You know, like they're like, well, I mean, if you do us the honor, if there's anything else that you guys need, time is of the
Somebody
essence.
took my gold. That's what we need to find out.
Oh,
Someone stole from me while I passed out down in the bar. It's a good thing you had the bag of holding.
yeah. If there were less Zents in this town, you know, she looks at you like they'll always get their money back.
Who said that? Gariel?
Lady Gariel, the priest. She just looks at Minex and she's like,
Do I think she's telling the truth? Can I insight check her?
yeah. She's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. You were probably robbed by the thieves.
I should go down. I think I need to go get some gear from
Okay.
Wallex.
Okay. Yep. You go in there. It's Schmobil's behind the desk. Hey, how can I help you?
I'm gonna go around I'm gonna go around the desk. I'm gonna motion for him to come down really close so I can whisper to him.
Yeah.
And then when he gets close, I'm gonna grab him by his little throat. I'm gonna say, "Did you take it? Did you take my gold?"
It was the Duke. It was the Duke.
The who?
The Duke. It's from an old movie. It was the Duke when you get choked. Anyway, so like he's like, I didn't take anything. I would never steal anything from you. Why?
I like push him back. I'm like, I'm the Fang. Like
Yeah,
that's an actual title around here. Nobody should be stealing from me.
Yeah.
Where's HallyCon or Holly or what the hell is her name?
She's not here this morning. She's gone.
Where'd she go?
Out speaking with the future mayor or something. There's an election soon.
She probably took my fucking gold and ran out of town. Recouping losses. That's what she did. Okay, Schmobil, we're mobilizing today, and I'm short 150 gold. So you can well imagine my mood. Don't let my friends see you. Most of all, don't let Phandalin see you.
I won't let Phandalin see me. If you hear this, and he's like, you know, like this weird sound. He's like, if you can't see me, I'll make that sound. I'll keep an eye on you.
Look up here, look up here, look up here.
Yes.
Farley.
Okay, so that's canon now. He's gonna do that. Farley. Hey, you guys.
Okay, fine. And if you find out who took my gold, I want to know.
Oh, I'd be the first to tell you. I promise.
And stay away from Phandalin.
Oh,
Have you got
stay away
this? Do you need to write this down?
He writes it down. He grabs a pen and he starts writing.
If he starts
the most
writing,
incoherent shit you've ever
Yeah,
seen. Like
I'm
he's got
leaving
a
if he's
one
writing.
intelligence. Yeah.
assholes. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Hey, look, you just follow old Schmobile up the hill and we'll get you to the tower.
I love
And
it.
we'll find
I think you're supposed to be following me, you jackass.
No, I'm leading you to the tower just in case you get astray. I know where the tower's at because we sent Baru up there.
Friends know where the tower is. I don't need you for that.
Well, I gotta go. She said I have to go with you. I gotta check on Sue. And he flies out.
Boy named Sue? I'm going to walk out.
Baru.
Sue Baru?
Oh, I thought Peru Lars.
I hate you. That was through the fourth wall, by the way.
Oh,
I
you're gonna
totally
hate
did.
me way
I
more.
totally Deadpool. Look at the wall.
Hey, Cervantes, here's 40 gold, from the party funds for the horses.
Oh, good.
You don't need to be paying for those out of your own pocket.
Huh. Well, thank you. Kind sir.
Of course, we all earned it together, and we should all, share the load.
We should probably buy, just kind of thinking in general, buy enough food for all the horses and for us for like a week.
Aren't we going up a mountain?
A 10
Can we
day.
really take
For
a
like a
horse
10
up
day.
a mountain?
Yeah.
It's not this kind of mountain. You know what I mean? They're like the Rockies.
I
Skylar
thought you,
knows.
yeah, I thought you
Skylar
told
knows
us the
that
mountains
this-
just stick up out of the ground. It's like Arizona, you said.
Like,
Flat
yeah.
ground and then mountains.
Yeah,
We don't have all-terrain horses. Those are called mules or donkeys.
They're all terrain.
Okay.
They're
fine.
super.
Or griffins.
Oh yes, I like that idea. Let's do
That's
that.
not a level 4 mount, homeboy.
Sorry. Skylar knows the way to this tower and what it looks like, so that's went into this decision.
So
Fine.
you guys begin travel. You can retroactively have thought of something, but you're well prepared.
Did we
Even
long
Don
rest?
John
We long
Raskin
rest.
helps pack your mules because this is a friendly town and everybody's helping. Pierre Pedro, really good at getting things. Your
Did
swords
you
are
say they were
sharpened.
Hewlett? Did you say they were Hewlett Packard mules?
So you begin to. What's that?
This is,
They have a
This
brand.
ridiculous?
The mules have a brand on their butt that just say
it's
HP.
They do now. They're Hewlett Phandalin horses. And
yes.
yeah, you guys, you put the town behind. As mentioned, Cara Dune, Jamna. You're up there looking for Andrina and Subaru, the real estate agent for mine.
Stop
The-
cutting out every 7 words, man.
Is it doing it again?
yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So I'm not sure what's happening. It might just be my stuff. Am I still cutting out?
You're not right now. You're good.
Oh, okay. So
We love
the
you, by the way.
town fades behind you. You guys are well equipped. You move for about a day. Some various things that you see. It's tall grass, rolling hills. There's a windmill far off to your left that you see as one of the for about a half a day's journey in said direction to head to Phandalin proper. You move on. You set up camp. Pierre sets up a great camp for you guys. Your duties very well. The temperature gets a little as you get nearer to the mountain. You get nearer to the. As it bellows, it may move like a half a mile per day. It just gets a little bit bigger as the fire verm gets farther down the mountain. It's pretty obvious where the epicenter was. Peaks based on where you see this cloud, that you can walk straight to it. You move to the mountains that have loose rocks, very clean cut goat trails, sheep trails, and things like that began to meander kind of in the direction. You can tell that there is a pretty well-traveled trail that goes up into where this tower / vineyard was, like maybe wine and things like that. In fact, there's a marker that says 5 miles to Sildar's, and there might be a sign that says but you guys move up, and then it gets colder and colder. You begin to enter this dark kind of cloud. As soon as you get into it, the heat, the sun, the summer days just completely fade as you feel almost like the Barovian sadness as you get into this shadowed, colder area. As you walk in to this change in climate, this change in feeling, you begin to feel like adventure once again as the stillness, the lack of sounds of songbirds occur. The only thing that you can hear is knock, knock, knock. Every 2-3 minutes, you move up the mountain more and more into the cold. Knock, knock, knock. and it's like a cacophonous knock. You begin to trudge and trudge. The terrain gets sharper. It's more rocky. The trees are becoming sparse, covered in snow, but bright and green, but they're drooping from the wet snow that's coming down. But the shadow, the darkness, the cloud has a very... As you turn a corner and keep moving on, you get to, like, you know, when there's like a peak before you go down into another, you know, like valley and another peak, you get the sense that this is probably somewhere along the line. The dragon, as the four of you and your Lord of the stance looking down this thing, and you're looking to see if you can see what may be a tower or whatever, maybe another day's off, another mountain moving up. As you look into this path, Ignatius, you look over your shoulder, and like above you, you see this tall, wampum looking beast, snowy white in color, stand up. As before you roll a quick initiative before for a good old Yeti fight.
As soon as I heard the knocks, I'm like, oh god, it's Yeti.
How do you know it was a Yeti with the knocking?
Previous campaign.
Yeti's knock?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I've never heard of that either.
That's how they communicate with each other.
Is it?
Yeah.
So that means there's more than one.
Could be.
Hey, Cervantes, this is the things we need to know.
No. Skylar knows that. Cervantes does not. So Cervantes' horse is going to be named Bravacante.
What the hell does that mean?
It's a combination of Bravo and Rocinante.
Okay.
Don Quixote's horse was... I'm
Oh.
probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but...
The Rocinante.
Rocinante. Bravacante. Bravasante. Bravacante.
Don't hurt yourself.
I don't know.
We don't talk about
Anybody get above 20?
I got a 20. Yeah, 20.
Oh, I got to roll initiative. On that 20, 24.
The Iggy got. Oh, let me find his
Battle music, battle screen.
Oh, yeah. Battle scene.
He
Cameras
got.
are gonna be- Actually,
I got a
He
24.
got 22.
Oh, your little friend.
Yeah. No, not Iggy. Sorry, Slinky. I don't know.
I was like, when did...
Okay.
I had a little when I was a wildfire druid one time. My little wildfire elemental.
That's
was,
okay. Iggy
was-
for Ignite.
Yeah,
Ignite.
exactly.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Would you
I'm picking up-
roll? Anybody get above a 15?
I used my inspiration because mine sucks, so I actually got a 17.
Okay.
I got an 18 for Brody.
Do-do.
So you guys, with your Silas, you guys all rolled very high initiative. So what I'll say is happening is as a shadow moves up, this thing's like back was to you as you were crunching, and it's now turning around to face you guys. We'll let Iggy have the first go as I zoom in a little.
Okay.
Iggy is gonna fly up in the air.
Wait a minute. Me, Iggy,
Oh
right?
my god! I'm sorry. Slinky is gonna fly up in the air. Oh wait,
Whose turn is it?
Yeah.
I rolled a 24.
Oh, so you're first. Sorry.
Okay.
I did
Right.
No, that's
again.
fine. I'm just trying to figure it out.
When wants to go?
bad.
I want to go. Yep. So go ahead,
Okay.
Iggy.
I'm going to cast Hex on this thing.
Okay.
It has a 90-foot range. I assume I'm in range.
You are in range. See it? everything is relative when the map happens. So your base is 5 meters.
I'm not
5
on a
feet,
horse right.
5 feet.
I'm not on a horse right now. Correct.
You're not on a
All right.
horse.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot my bow then. I'm gonna hex it. I'm gonna shoot my bow.
Okay. Hex and shoot, pal.
Yeah, I'm rolling. Ah, shit. I only got an 8. No
The
hits.
hit?
Yeah,
So-
8. I rolled a 2 plus
You
6,
hear
8.
Iggy see this thing, like as he jumps, he's got an amazing initiative, and just right underneath it, it hits that little ice cliff underneath it, and just that arrow sticks at the base there. He's thinking maybe that was part of his legs. You hit in your mind, but it didn't hit the beast. And that brings up Slinky.
I'm gonna move behind everybody too.
Okay.
Because I'm not tough.
Slinky is gonna fly up in the air and towards him while he's invisible, and he's also going to look and see if there's any other creatures back there behind them.
Okay. Make a perception check.
His perception is wisdom +1. That's a natural 20, so 21.
It feels like this creature is alone, but it was communicating, potentially was nearby, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not in the fight. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like, it could be a day's travel away.
There could be others around, but not in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah, it's not an immediate presence.
Okay. So, and he's just gonna like hover up there where he might be able to assist, for example,
Okay.
someone who would need advantage to get
Okay.
extra damage.
All right. That brings up Cervantes. Four times blessed.
I'm going to give a command to Pierre, and I'll tell Pierre take the rest of the horses and the cart and get behind the trees, and I rear up the horse and charge in, and
Okay.
make a swing with my long sword.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
It hits.
Sweet. It's a D8. Ooh, 7 plus 3, so 10 slashing, and it has disadvantage on its next attack before the end of my turn, and I'm also going to put an unwavering mark on it since I hit it. So until the end of my next turn, as long as it's within 5 feet of me, it has a disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't targeting me. And if it targets anybody else, then I get to make an attack on it with extra damage.
Okay. No, probably no.
And that's...
Is that a Cavalier ability? That's pretty cool.
It is. And that's it.
All right. That brings up Brody.
I'm going to move. So I'm going to move up, sort of behind that tree to the left of Cervantes, and shoot him with some Eldritch Blast.
You're moving behind Cervantes.
Well, sort of between Cervantes, so that I can take cover behind that tree. If I can reach it, I've got 30 feet.
Yep. Sure, why not?
Okay.
You're there.
And then I'm going to hit him with some Eldritch Blast.
Is the map working for you guys?
Yeah, it looks good.
18 to hit.
Hits.
6 damage.
The horse travels straight in, makes contact with this Yeti, almost simultaneous as Brody runs to this tree whose branches have been ripped off. In this thing's hand looks like a stick, maybe correlating that it was knocking against these trees as some sort of communication. And you blast him with your Eldritch Blast. Silith.
All right. So before I move forward, am I within 30 feet of everyone?
Sure. Yeah.
So I reach into my pouch and I grab 2 decks of cards and just spit them out as they fly towards all of the party as I upcast Bless. And so the cards just kind of swirl and spin and hit everybody and almost absorb into their arms and chests.
Nice.
So all 4 of us will be blessed, and then I will run up by Cervantes with my spear and shield.
The cards, Ignatius, have clovers as like the numbers.
I was gonna say I called the Ace of Spades.
No, they're all clubs. Oddly,
They are. They are.
Ah shoot! Ah shoot!
And then I move up next to Cervantes.
The Yeti looks down at Cervantes and its eyes like go from blue to black as it just stares into you. Make a con saving throw, dear sweet Cervantes.
And
With bless.
With bless, nice.
Yes.
That was clutch.
Oh yeah, 24.
You guys been like rolling very, very 20 and above ish today for level 4. This is pretty good.
I've also had a
This
lot
is
of
the
twos.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. So that its eyes flip back to focus back on you, and then with its disadvantage roll, right, it goes to claw you, which it rolled a 2, so it misses with that disadvantage, and it makes its last attack, because your hex or whatever you just had.
Let me make sure that
I think it just gives him more damage.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
So it's a natural 20 on its second.
can I use a luck point against it? Give it disadvantage?
Yeah. Let me see. How does that read?
When a creature rolls a d20 for an attack roll against you, you can spend 1 luck point to impose disadvantage on that roll.
Okay, so it's 16 plus. So that's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And 10 slashing and 6 cold damage
Whew.
as it tears into you, and it just like starts. It looks down. You get the feeling that it's like hungry for your horse on your next. As it is just like as it rears back like under the horse in the chest. And that brings up Iggy. Art of
Firing
Mike
my
Disney. Hi.
Firing my bow again.
Okay.
Tang. 24 this time.
Hits.
Okay. And Cervantes is in melee with it, right? So I get my sneak attack.
Correct. Sneak attack.
And then I also have my hex on it.
See. Double, triple advantage. You have 400 advantage. I'm just kidding.
So, where did my rolls go? Oh my gosh.
Hex would give you advantage anyways, right?
No, hex just gives me an extra d6 of damage
Okay.
when I hit it. So the total damage here is 15.
Okay.
Ping!
This time, like as you take a claw to your stomach area, as it gets through your shield, Cervantes, you look up and an arrow from a short bow just hits it square in the muscle of its neck. It leans back, refocuses on you. Let's see. This will bring up Pinky, Slinky.
Slinky. He was up there actually to give advantage to
Okay.
to Iggy, but he's just gonna do that next time around too.
Okay.
And yeah,
That brings up Cervantes.
I'm just, as he looked at me in the eyes, I'm gonna look him in the eyes, and then just bring up my my sword in my hand and just do this, and you're just gonna see plus up and do a second wind, and I get
Okay.
12 back on that. And,
Plus up.
And then another swing. Swing. You know what? We're gonna go all out on this. So that's 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Hits.
He takes 9 slashing, and he has disadvantage from a sap.
Okay.
And then bonus action, not second wind action. No, I already done second wind. Never mind. So that's it.
Okay. That brings up Brody.
I am going to I'm going to hit him with another Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Old Faithful.
22,
Hits.
and that is 11 points of force damage.
Cervantes, what are you using for a weapon? Sorry.
Longsword.
Okay. So the arrow hits, the long sword slashes in on this beast as it's just trying to do big bear scary energy as it's rearing up for an attack. And then right in its like flank, another Eldritch Blast hits. And that brings up Silith. It's doing a lot of damage.
All right, so bonus action, I'm going to do Channel Divinity, and again, an image, like an exact image of me is behind it.
Okay.
Then I'm going to run up to it, toss my spear down into the ground, and with Spell Sniper from right in its face, try to hit it with Firebolt.
Okay. All right, go for
So
it.
again, that green flame or
Yeah.
gold flame coming out of my hands, trying to blast it. So here's to hoping. $19 to hit.
Hits.
All right. Have some fire. 7 points of fire damage.
Oof.
And again, my copy is right behind it and looks like it also did the same thing.
Yep. It's a Yeti. How do you want to do this?
Fire just right into the chest.
Yep. As this thing's just trying to hammer down on you, it didn't even get the magical third round as you guys were just wearing this. It falls, and this stick that was in its hand, lets go.
Big raid.
Great.
Big raid.
Holy smokes! Bards of New York? And I just did a shout out. Yeah, we'll hit you for a big shout. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, very blessed to have you guys. The Yeti falls over. As it falls over, you see kind of behind it a huge dip in the hill. It climbs back up again. There's like a mountain, like the dip in the mountain. Another peak comes up behind that after climbing maybe 1,000 or so feet high, and just almost hidden and looking down on the easternmost point, where you can see in the distance the Sea of Swords, just for a glimpse through the clouds and in the shadow everywhere. Probably maybe a mile away, you see the circular, parapet of a lone tower, and it falls behind another kind of peak. From that spot, you see, just looking straight over the Sword Coast, the hunch of just this bellowing shadow of a creature, is you know that you're less than minutes away from this tower and facing this creature. And that's where we'll pick up in 2 weeks.
It's a great raid right at the end.
Heck
I
yeah.
know that was fantastic, and we'll wrap it up quick so that we can make someone else feel as good as we feel when we get a raid like that. And Folk and Myth is up, and they're
Folk.
so let's, if we can, thank you guys so much. I can't tell how talented Folk and Myth are, and if you guys haven't seen them before, you're in for a real treat. Thanks for popping in at the end of our session. I hope you guys had a great time. We can stay on, but I want to keep this raid energy heading into Folk and Myth as well, because there's some buddies of ours as well. Thanks, Vamp. Thanks, Jeremy. We'll see you guys all Sunday for Saltmarsh. And then we're back into our Castles and Crusades, aren't we? No, we're off next week, aren't we, Jeremy? Yeah. Thanks, Brent. And thanks, Skylar, for running the show behind everything. But
Absolutely.
hey, guys, miss you, love you, bye. Thanks. If you want to see us again, we start normally at 8:30. So take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.